Gabe Pants Esports Arena. We're here tonight for the Esports Tower Rumble, where talented all-star teams in Esports Tower are competing for a spot in BFC, playing against pros and content creators. And by the end of the night, we will have our newest champion. Can anybody catch the Barracudas, who ran away with last week's title? They're the #1 seed coming in tonight. They are going to be the team to beat. We'll see if anybody can knock them off. I'm your host, Michael Fish Fisher. Going to be joined by Jacob Jem Palmer in just a little bit to call all of the action. But for now, we're going to get ready to go with our quarterfinals. Remember, the Esports Tower Rumble, the only official qualifier for the Box Fight Championships, where high school kids get the opportunity to play against content creators and pro players. And we're getting a little bit of new faces, some exciting new talent. We did have a couple of teams drop out this week, the Red Mammoths and Red Wolves. We're not able to participate, so we only have 2 quarterfinal matches. And we do also have some news that the Barracudas going to give it a little bit of a shakeup going forward. We know about Quez and Magic Prodigy, who's been their 3rd player and been very important in their run to multiple finals, is actually going to be joining the Ghosts in the coming weeks and be part of an all Supersonic Legends roster. So that is going to be an absolutely stacked lineup to take down the Barracudas. He will be leaving after this week, so maybe going to get one last hurrah with the Barracudas. So as we mentioned, were the champions 2 weeks ago. We'll see if they can continue that train going forward. If you are just joining us, here's how the Esports Tower Rumbles will work each week. Some of the Esports Tower Elite teams get into a 2-week format. Week 1 is all best of 5s within group play. The top 8 teams advance to week 2, which are then seeded based on their results. And then week 2 is the bracket stage for the championships. And we should have our seeding here on the screen to see how the teams come out in last week's event. And it was, as I mentioned, the Barracudas on top, but there were also some newcomers as well. The Yellow Mammoths running the table in week 1 to be able to get that 2nd seed. The Swerve right behind them, I think a team that a lot of people are keeping their eyes on, a team that I personally thought might be able to challenge the Barracudas. They kind of got blown out a few weeks ago. It was a 3-0 grand final, but still, it's a very, very talented Swerve team and can definitely give the Barracudas run for their money if they're able to make it to the grand finals. But the Yellow Mammoths, a very talented team. The Lynx are another team as well that I think can maybe challenge for that championship spot. So there are a lot of talented teams here tonight, and they're going to be seeing who will qualify for that BFC. As we mentioned, teams that we're going to be looking for: Barracudas, Yellow Mammoths, Swerves, Blue Wolves, Lynx, and Pink Wolves, as you see there. And as I mentioned, the Red Mammoths and Red Wolves unable to make it this week. So that does mean that the Barracudas and Yellow Mammoths will get buys into the semifinals. We will have a pair of quarterfinal games. There is Jem. He's almost ready to go. He's doing his best Vanna White impression up there. So we're going to have a pair of quarterfinal matches, and then we will be able to have our semifinals. As we get ready to hop into this, let's remind our friends on Twitch to support your team, celebrate their successes, be respectful to the other fans, and mods will remove anyone who violates our chat rules. And of course, before we get started, we got to have Doc's keys to the game to let these teams know if you want to be the eventual champion, if you want to qualify for BFC, you got to follow these things, and they are: don't let them have multiple attempts, clear the ball at angles, steal, boost, and bump and demo to disrupt. It's all brought to you by Esports Tower. Score pro advice at esportstower.com. Improve your game sense, improve your team play, improve your performance under pressure. You get matched with great players and professional coaches to help you rank up. And before we get into our first quarterfinal of the night, it does look like Jem has been able to get ready to go on the desk. Jem, are you ready here for an awesome night of bracket stage Rocket League where somebody's going home a champion?
Yeah, we saw a lot of great gameplay last week as all the teams were trying to get to these grand finals. And hopefully we can see a lot of demos come out, because that is the one thing that I think a lot of teams bring out when their back is up against the walls. They really are able to combine those demos with goals to really show us some spectacular plays.
Yeah, in Esports Tower past, we've seen teams kind of own that demo play style, and I think you're right. I think we've seen teams get away from it just a little bit, but I think you're right. When you get your backs against the wall, especially if you want to pull off an upset, get a demo, make it a 3-on-2. You just got to be careful, though, Jem, because we have seen teams demo and then somebody's completely cut out of position. It's a very fine art. It's not just driving to somebody at full speed. You got to be careful. Well, let's kick things off with our first quarterfinal of the night. It is a best of 3 between the Lynx and the Blue Wolves. Lynx looking like all the pieces had finally come together in the group stage, while the Blue Wolves got off to a slow start, but they still were able to make it into this bracket stage and qualify. And now you'll see here is the bracket. As I mentioned, the Red Wolves and Red Mammoths not able to participate, so the Barracudas and Yellow Mammoths have gotten a bye into the next round. We will have Lynx and Blue Wolves, and then we will have Swerve and Pink Wolves to fill out our quarterfinals, our semifinals, and see who is going to that grand final. But we're kicking things off, as I said, Lynx and Blue Wolves. Lynx probably the favorite here, Jem. They feel like they're really coming together. They've improved very quickly, but the Wolves have some dominant players and can probably make this a series depending on how the demos and how the first few minutes work out in game one.
Yeah, the main thing that the Lynx have been trying to focus on has just been overall coordination and working on those rotations. It's what we also talked about when we were just talking about demos. Whether you demo or not, you've got to have those rotations and coordinations and avoid those double commits so that you're really working to your full potential as a team. Yeah, and I think there's a couple names to watch out for. Bobbert for the Wolves had a very dominant run, really stood out and kind of made some fantastic plays down the stretch to get them in this position to have a chance to make it to the semifinals. I also know Mischief is a player we've talked a lot about. He actually made the swap over from the Valorant side of the esports tower onto the Rocket League side. He has been improving very, very quickly, and I think that, you know, the Wolves have talented players. I think they're still a few weeks away from all the pieces really coming together. We saw that with the Lynx a couple weeks ago. They really struggled. I think they were maybe in the 8th seed going into the bracket stage. Now they're up at that 4 seed spot. This Lynx team is really starting to sync together, and I cannot wait to see how they're going to do against these Blue Wolves. It's quite a jump from Valorant to Rocket League, but it isn't something that's been unheard of. Our Boise State's own Soulpan started out on League of Legends before becoming such an amazing tank in Overwatch. So it really just shows how flexible some of these players can be. Yeah, it is going to be, it is honestly incredibly impressive to me that you could go from Valorant to Rocket League. I would think you'd maybe even want to go the other way and get into something a little bit more action-packed, because I know Rocket League has very little changes overall. I mean, once you kind of master the game, you know, you just kind of work on the same thing. So I could see it maybe being a little bit boring, but you're totally right. We have had it within our own Boise State teams, players switching over. So I mean, most players, I think most people by themselves play a lot of different games. It's very hard to play just one game on repeat. So I'm very curious to see how Bobber and Mischief do. But this Lynx roster, they're really starting to sync up, and hopefully we're able to get into that game in short order. As I said, it is a best of 3 in this quarterfinals and our next quarterfinals, and then after that, the semifinals and the grand finals will all be a best of 5, and everybody is chasing that spot in the next BFC, the next Box Fight Championship, Esports Tower Rumble, the only place where teams can qualify for that. That's a lot of these high school kids to play against content creators and pro players, and it should be a ton of fun, and I cannot wait to see it. And I think, you know, we're not going to see the Barracudas early, but I think the Swerve in our next matchup is another team I want to watch out for. Lynx and Swerve, Jem, I think are 2 teams that can maybe give this Barracuda teams a run for their money. We're going to kick things off here with our Lynx and Blue Wolves. Yep, Lynx and Blue Wolves going to be the first match, the first quarterfinal that we see in this overall series. It's going to be a best of 3, and we are going to jump into the action as soon as we can, and here we go. Yeah, it looks like we actually might have a different game on here. Actually, this says Barracuda's Lynx, so hopefully we can fix that in short order, as we don't want to, you know, give away the wrong game here. So. Yeah, we just gonna. Yeah, don't want to, you know, want to make sure we do have the right games here. Just making sure everything's all set to go. But yeah, I think the Lynx are a team that, you know, can potentially challenge that Barracudas team, and I cannot wait to see how it's gonna go. So definitely excited, Jem. And what are your thoughts maybe on this game as it looks like we get ready to go here? Well, I think we overall see kind of the upper tier is kind of split between 3 teams. You know, we have the Swerve and Barracudas, which have been such a dominant force ever since they started, and now kind of the new challenger to that is the Lynx going up against the Blue Wolves here. So we'll see if they will overall win that opportunity to be considered kind of one of the best top-tier teams in the Esports Tower Rocket League Rumble. But one other thing is that it really is, not only is it a great opportunity, but it is also kind of a humbling experience when you get up to BFC, because you're all of a sudden going up against the pros and content creators. So it's one of those things that I think all players kind of need in the end, is being able to be happy at their improvements, but also keep going up against people who are very skilled so that you can continue improving. Well, just like that, we get our Lynx and Blue Wolves, and within 4 seconds, we see Racer for the Lynx right off the kickoff. Already puts that one home, so the Lynx off to a huge start. Siphon Clark trying to answer back, though, off the kickoff, not able to find it. Flux barely gets it over, member of the Blue Wolves, gets a great pinch over to Racer, who has an open net. Just taps it in, and just like that, the Lynx already with a commanding 2-0 lead. Yeah, that's a very unfortunate misrotation there. You can see already 2 goals for one of the members of the Lynx. The ball stuck in the center there off the kickoff. In comes Racer, is going to be able to pop it up with the follow-up from Flux off of the crossbar. But they are going to keep it in front, keep the side control going. Blue Wolves need to find some sort of clear. Here comes Mischief, but Flux is going to beat him to it. And the Lynx continue on their shots on goal.
Oh, great pass from Flux there to Jockstrap. Wasn't able to fight it. Oh, Mischief kick at the clear. Still insane side control for this Lynx team. Barely a clear away, but Jockstrap should be able to beat Bobbert to the ball. Takes an awkward hop off the wall, though. Finally, ball onto the orange side. When we see Jockstrap out there, he's going to recover it in short order. Has to get it around Mischief, who does a great job challenging him. Racer over the ball. Now the Blue Wolves have an opportunity.
In come the Blue Wolves. Unfortunately, a little bit might have been stuck there. I'm not quite sure what happened to the Blue Wolves, but it just seemed like their entire forward push just dissolved there. Maybe just not the right position in terms of driving, but the Lynx capitalizing it, getting all that side control back with shot on goal, dunked down from above. That's going to be number 3.
It's a fantastic goal that time by Flux. The Lynx definitely proving that they are in sync and really starting to figure things out. This is a talented team made up of Flux, Racer, Jockstrap that I think have big things in their future. Right now, game 1 of these quarterfinals looks to be all theirs as Jockstrap off the pass from Flux, and it's 4-0, and the Lynx, they want that spot in the semifinals.
Well, 1 goal spread out each across for the Lynx, with Racer having 2 to his name. The Blue Wolves need to try to get that side control back. They had 1 great push, but it's just dissolved for them completely as they're going to find themselves 5 down now.
The Lynx have, as I said, they were the team that was a little slow in the brackets in the group stage a couple weeks ago. They've started to figure things out, and I think this Blue Wolves team has something similar coming up in the next few weeks. But right now, the Lynx just absolutely dominating them. Great save there from Mischief, though. Flux now with a great pass over to Racer, just misses it. Mischief gets a pass over to Bobbert, but just too far in front. Siphon Clark's got to retreat. It's a 1-on-2. Racer tries to tee that one off. Jockstrap doesn't quite work, and now Clear's going to come out here from the Blue Wolves.
But look here for the Blue Wolves. There is no boost there in the tank, only 12 there. And I just have to wonder if the Lynx are doing that good a job of starving the boost, or if the Blue Wolves are just forgetting about it entirely, because we are not seeing them with the utility that they need to make these big plays. They're going to try to center it up there, but Racer comes in, is going to be looking for the clear now. And again, only 11 boost. I am just not seeing the Blue Wolves getting what they need to make some big plays.
Yeah, when you have that much side control, you can starve out the other team. Jockstrap's going to add in his second of the night. Everybody on the board for the Lynx. It is a 6-0 game. Only game 1, though. There's still plenty of times. We do get our first demolition of the night finally coming out here for the Lynx. And with these final 2 minutes, let's see if the Blue Wolves can get something positive going. They get a great clear there from Siphon Clark. Pops it up in the air over a second member. Jockstrap plays it around Bobbert perfectly, and now he's got a wide open net. Racer near midfield on the pass. It misses, but it doesn't matter as Jockstrap banks it home anyway.
Oh, that is such an unfortunate miss there for the save, and that's going to be the second hat trick claimed for the Lynx. I don't know if I've ever seen a hat trick trifecta, if you will, between all 3 players, but with the way the Lynx are playing right now, I would not be surprised.
It's really just going to come down to if Flux could score these goals, because everybody for the Lynx has been off to a hot start. Racer's going to intercept that one. Turn it around for Flux, but he just barely misses off the crossbar. Great opportunity here to clear, though, for the Blue Wolves. Siphon Clark at least gets it out of his own net for a minute. There's still 90 seconds on the clock, and it is all Lynx so far in game 1.
Lynx are going to be looking to continue that dominance there. Unfortunately, just doesn't quite get around the soccer ball in the right angle, so he's going to have to go back, fill back up on boost. In comes Racer, is going to be able to play it around the Blue Wolves beautifully, is going to continue to push it for the goal. And there's a nice save there by Clark.
Jockstrap, he's got Racer. You can see him right there trying to set up on a fantastic pass. It just misses. They'll pass back to Flux, though. Pops it off the wall over to Racer, and this Lynx team feeling themselves right now, trying all sorts of tricky pass combinations. Jockstrap plays it over 2. Racer redirects it, but it's just wide of the net.
He's going to try to set up for another opportunity on goal. In comes Flux there, but it's just beaten to it by the Blue Wolves. Now Jockstrot's going to stop that clear, pass it over to Racer here. And here comes the next opportunity. Follow up by Flux. Can he get it? No, it's going to be Siphon Clark directing that off to the side at just the last moment. But we are under 30 seconds here, Fish. And I don't see you making up 7 goals and 8 goals now in that short a time.
No, the Lynx definitely came out incredibly fast in this game. You can see just the shot differential. I think that's 14-0. And the Lynx just feel like a team that, you know, they know that they're talented enough to be in the semifinals. They know they're talented enough to play against a team like the Barracudas or the Swerves, and that's exactly what they had their mind on. Great run by the Blue Wolves. They still have a game 2, though, and you never know. We've seen blowout game 1s, and the next game goes 2-1 into overtime. So I wouldn't count them out just yet, but as this ball touches the ground, the Lynx have to feel very confident about their spot going into game 2 after a dominating 8-0 win. Now it looks like the ball's destined to touch the ground, especially off that demo. And we'll see now as we gear up for game 2 if anything can change. But this Lynx roster, I mean, they definitely let everybody know, you better watch out. It's no longer Barracudas and Swerve. The Lynx can definitely play with those top teams.
And it just is a matter of the Blue Wolves. I think it's not just they need to improve their ability to get boosts, but they just need to work on their save games. There were too many opportunities there where it was just one member charging in and didn't have the accuracy, flew right past the ball, left a completely open goal for the Lynx to score on. And so if they can just work on that accuracy, work on that consistency, that's what they need to do to try to come back in this series.
Yeah, I think they also just need to work on getting those clears, as you mentioned. That's a big part of making those saves, is if you could clear the ball away, you could open things up, you could get more boost. If you can't clear the ball away and you allow, I think ended up being 15, maybe even 16 shots on net, you're just going to run out of boost. Somebody's going to make a mistake in transition, and you're going to allow some goals in. So as we get ready to go into game 2, a lot the Blue Wolves can work on here. I think even if they aren't able to come out victorious, if they maybe make it 3-1, 4-1, that definitely shows that they are figuring things out on the fly. And that's maybe one of the most important things in Rocket League, is figuring out how to make corrections on the fly. As we hop into game 2 here, Racer wins the kickoff against a demo.
That's instantly going to allow the Lynx to start off where they left off last round, completely having all of the side control here. Unfortunately for the Lynx, not quite enough boost there. They're just going to have to go back, and in comes the Lynx, trying to find the clear. Here comes Racer, plays it around Siphon Clark. Flux now comes in toward an open goal. And the Blue Wolves are just able to race back. Little precious time to spare, but Lynx still managed to pick it up.
A great job with the assist there from Jockstrot to Flux. A little bit slower start than last time, though, as Racer's going to win another kickoff. This time Siphon Clark should be able to play it, but Racer's actually going to beat him to the ball. Pops it out the back wall for Flux, who just misses. Jockstrot on the one-timer, can't quite fight it as well, though. Now we look for a clear here from the Blue Wolves. Racer's going to stop that one right in front of the net. Siphon Clark does prevent it. Now Mischief at least trying to clear it away. Not quite able to.
Yeah, and we just saw Racer recently pick up that corner boost. They were doing such a great job of starving the Blue Wolves for their boost here. Speaking of boost, the Lynx don't have it right now. This could be an opportunity, but I'm just not seeing quite the rotations that I want to see from the Blue Wolves. It seems all of their members were just crowded around the ball. They were trying to get the clear. That completely left the goal open.
Similar story to last game, just when you struggle to find clears, eventually somebody's going to find a breakdown in a rotation, and that's what the Blue Wolves need. So you see great play by Racer, pops it up and hits off the crossbar. Flux blasts it home. And the Lynx off to a similar start. Flux now with 3 goals. He's already got himself a hat trick barely a minute into this game. And he looks like him and the rest of the Lynx want to get to the semifinals as fast as possible. Jockstrot's just going to run over everybody in the net. Mischief does get a clear.
Ooh, and this is a great opportunity for the Wolves here. But again, no boost whatsoever for them pushing forward here. Now the Lynx are going to push back, get back that side control, up and off the wall with the pass over to Jockstrot. Now around the corner, need to find the centering pass. There it comes from Jockstrot. Flux trying to get it, but just lost control in midair there. Didn't quite get the shot he needed.
Great opportunity for the Blue Wolves here. Mischief kind of ran into his own teammate. Unfortunately, now Flux going to drive it down, bump somebody out of the way, tries to center it back up, off the back walls. Anybody in transition? Jockstrot is. But a great save by Mischief keeps it in a 3-0 game.
Now Flux stopping that clear, but in comes Mischief instead. The 50-50 going in favor of the Lynx here. And now they need to center it up yet again. Jockstrot shot on goal is going to find it.
Fourth goal for the Lynx. A little bit slower than the last game, but still fully in control off this kickoff. Racer and Mischief get tied up. Jockstrot ends up coming out. Looks like he maybe wanted to go to a pass there, but just takes it himself, plays it around one. Gonna drop the ball right down for Flux, who I don't even think touched it, but he faked out the whole Blue Wolves team. Yeah, that's credit to Jockstrot on that goal. A great fake there by Flux.
Now just a little bit halfway into this match. Jockstrot a pop up over to the left. Now Racer's gonna center it up. Demo coming through, but unfortunately for the Lynx, two great saves there from the Blue Wolves.
Blue Wolves defensively just need to find a clear pass over from Jockstrot to Flux. Shot! I thought it was wide. It is not. Flux has his fourth goal of game two. The Lynx now just 2 minutes away from advancing to the semifinals.
Kickoff going right towards the Lynx goal. Jockstrot's gonna come, pass it over. Actually, it's just gonna flick it up and over. It's gonna head toward the center here. Blue Wolves losing control of the ball quite quickly here. So here comes Racer into the corner, plays it up and around the Blue Wolves, but no shot is gonna be found there. That's an opportunity that was for the Blue Wolves there. They rotated all up toward the goal. They're gonna find their first goal right there.
And that's huge for the Blue Wolves, even if they're not able to win, to be able to have something positive when they go back, have that VOD review with their coaches in the esports tower and say, you know what, this actually did work. I think that's huge. As Flux tries one off the top post. Racer's follow-up is wide as well. Racer's now looking for a demo. Great Olay there by Siphon Clark. Jockstrot plays it around Mischief. Gets forced to slow down just a little bit, going to carry it himself. Siphon Clark runs into it at the very last second. And just like that, the Blue Wolves defense starting to figure things out here in the final 90.
Going to be stolen away by Jockstrot, though. Getting that control back is going to be great, especially if they can get the goal just off the crossbar and just rolls in there.
See, now Jockstrot has joined Flux with his own hat trick. Racer just quiet this game, but it does not matter as the Lynx just over a minute away from finishing up this series. Racer sitting in the corner looking for a pass over to Flux, who whips it around wide of the net, though. The Blue Wolves might have an opportunity with how aggressive the Lynx are being as Flux going to carry it himself. He's got Jockstrot right next to him, but Siphon Clark with a great clear.
Racer, Mischief is able to get it there beforehand, but here comes Jockstrot. Another shot from midair is going to be able to find it.
Lynx now on the backs of Jockstrot and Flux have pretty much all but punched their ticket to the semifinals. We have never seen a 7-goal comeback. We've seen some crazy goal-scoring outbursts in the esports tower. As Bobbert fakes that one out, Mischief going to hit it over to the right side. Unfortunately, Jockstrot's going to steal that one away. Racer's going to help him out in the corner with a pass to himself. Centers it up for Flux. He'll bang it home for his 5th goal, and it's 9-1.
30 seconds left. Really no opportunities for the Blue Wolves to come back and win this one, as we see a double commit there on the kickoff from the Blue Wolves. Flux is going to head back there. Possible pass over to Jockstrot. Jockstrot comes in there, ready to get the clear in mid-air. Gets a double tap, possibly a triple. 4 times in mid-air there. Going to drive it all the way back over to the other side of the field, and just off the left post there. Isn't able to find the goal.
Yeah, you can see there in the bottom left of your screen, the Lynx will win this series. Nothing you can do in the final seconds there in a 9-1 deficit. So the Lynx, the first team of the night to advance to our semifinals. Now we're going to figure out who will be joining them. As we'll jump right into our second quarterfinal match here with the Swerve. Fresh off their grand finals appearance a few weeks ago, they did get swept by the Barracudas, but they want to get back in it as soon as possible, taking on the Pink Wolves. Pink Wolves have been strong in the last few weeks, been an up-and-coming team in this Rumble, but I think that we fully expect here the Swerve to probably dominate this game, maybe in the same style to the Lynx, because this Swerve team looks like the best challenger for the Barracudas, so I would expect them to take care of the Pink Wolves in short order. But when you have guys like Sir Wolf who've been putting a lot of work into their offensive transition, trying to move from defense to offense quickly, which is something the Pink Wolves have struggled with, I definitely think this could be a closer series than some expect, but I still think the Swerve will eventually come out on top.
Yeah, Swerve is definitely a very tough team to go up against. Pink Wolves are going to have to put themselves in the right mindset, just taking this one game at a time and not thinking of the overall series. Really just one goal or one clear at a time, really. Yeah. All it takes is just one big clear to be able to help to help turn the tides. Pink Wolves have a lot of newcomers, but they show that they can challenge some of these more veteran rosters. So hopefully for them, they can put up a great performance.
Yeah, I'm thinking that the Pink Wolves will have a few, little blips here and there of success. But if this Swerve team, if they're focused in, and sometimes this can be hard when you're the dominant team and you think you should be in the grand finals, you think you should be in the semifinals. Sometimes you can overlook teams, kind of like a trap game. But if the Swerve come up to play, Hollix, Pancake, and Jay Blank can absolutely dominate this game. As we see once again ball on that blue side already. Jay Blank dribbles it home. First goal of the night for the Swerve. They lead game 1, 1-0.
Yeah, that was a bit sneaky there by him, but just kind of drove it up and over the Pink Wolves. And look at this kickoff, way in the favor of the Swerve. It's going to pass it over to Jay, finds the second goal, just a little under 20 seconds into the match.
Jay Blank already with a dominant performance here. We'll see if he can add one more. We saw a ton of hat tricks in our first series from the Lynx. And Jay Blank already closest. Hollix gonna dribble this one up, gets it around, not emojis, and I think that one's gonna slow roll in. Jay Blank tried to snipe for the hat trick, but it's a 3-0 lead already for the Swerve.
Yeah, it just looked like a complete breakdown of rotations there for the Pink Wolves, leaving their goal wide open, and Hollax is gonna get the better of that kickoff. Jay Blank is gonna drive it around the corner, centering up, possibly Pancake here. Yes, shot on goal, is gonna find it. Drives it up to 4-0.
And this is exactly what you want to see if you're a Swerve fan. You don't want to see them maybe overestimating their opponent, thinking they just are going to earn a spot in the semifinals by showing up. They have come to play today. Hollix baiting out the demo there on a little switch alt. Now Pancake with a great center from Jay Blank. Going to have to retreat, though. Hollix makes a last-second save. A little bit overconfident there, but that 4 goals in 1 minute has the Swerve probably already dreaming in the semifinals.
Yeah, most likely there, but they're going to have to stop that shot on goal there. Sir Wolf is able to keep the pressure going. Swerve need to find their clear here. Just right there. Okay, they are going to be able to drive it. Pick up that corner boost. No, they're still leaving that open there.
Pink Wolves are impressing me right now. Going down 4-0 early, a lot of teams can just kind of get in their head and say, you know what, all right, it's over. But this Pink Wolves team, I'm sure part of that's the coaching from Esports Tower. They have kept in the fight, and they're giving the Swerve all they can handle. Another great shot on goal. Pancake has to clear it, barely gets it around, and now there's an open net. Jay Blank's going to carry it home. It's out the crossbar, though. I do think a member of the Pink Wolves actually got back in time and forced that bad shot. That might have been Sir Wolf. If it was, huge shout out to him. What a fantastic defensive play.
Now here comes Switch, is able to play it up and over the Swerve. Now we're in the corner looking for their clear. Nope might contest here. Nope, not able to get the right angle there. So in comes Sir Wolf, who misses it, leaving the opportunity open for the Swerve. Are they gonna get it? Pancake is certainly trying, but no goal quite yet.
Ooh, Hollix gets a wide open net off the crossbar. Can he recenter it? No. Pancake's gonna retreat. He's gonna take it off the wall, but a great snipe by Sir Wolf. Little switch shot, not emojis in pursuit. They're not going to be able to get there in time as the Swerve playing keep away ball right in front of the net. Not emojis, pops it up in the air. Sir Wolf gets a touch on it. Pancake in the great position as well. Now Jay Blank looking for that hat trick, plays it off the back wall, trying to set up a teammate. But a great contest. This Pink Wolves defense is swarming right now, and unfortunately, as I say that, little switch alt I think is going to score that himself, but they'll give credit to Pancake.
Before we go into the next kickoff here, Note almost getting the better of that one, but it's going to be Hollax again right off the crossbar. That had a great opportunity to go in there. Pink Wolves now have to take a deep breath and try to recover from that as Jay doesn't quite get the hit that he wanted. Note is going to come in to contest, but isn't able to center it. Sir Wolf is now looking for that center. Is there going to be a follow-up? Switch trying to come in, but it's just a little bit too late. Now the second follow-up, no, just misplays at it.
Ball bouncing down into the corner. Hollix is there, as well as a little switch alt. Loses that one out. Hollix didn't take it up himself. He's got two members behind him. Gets that ball to kind of ricochet off the backboard there. It looks like not emoji's able to carry this one all the way down. Set up a great opportunity here for the Pink Wolves. Sir Wolf charging in. Just a little bit too late. He's not able to find a goal.
Now we're under 90 seconds left in this match. Hollix is going to be passing it over to Jay Blank, who takes it up the field, trying to push it around. Note, who gets the better of that one and is able to clear it back off into the orange half of the field. In comes Sir Wolf's going to go into the corner, misses the ball there, misses it again. Allows the Swerve to pick up some boost here. push it back over the halfway point, and with the lead that they have, it's just a matter of keeping the side control going, not getting any more goals and running out that clock.
Under a minute left. A little switch alt now. Going to take this one up near midfield. Just pancake to beat. Ball pitches out the two of them down into that orange corner. There's a member of the Swerve there. It is Jay Blank. He's got Hollix on the assist, but Jay Blank's going to carry it himself the length of the field. A little wide of the net, though. Hollix going to recenter it. Jay Blank not able to turn around in time. Little switch alt just gets demoed. Now Jay Blank going to try it again. Pop it up in the air. It's going to go wide of the net, fresh off the respawn. See, it's going to land right in front of him. It's going to allow Little Switch Alt to get a touch on it. Open net, but Sir Wolf makes a great save.
That was an unfortunate opportunity for Switch. I almost wonder if there just wasn't enough boost for him to make that play, because Swerve had left their goals completely open. If he had just managed to boost a couple seconds beforehand, he might have been able to get a goal on that. Just like we saw a goal right there. Sir Wolf is going to be credited with the only goal that the Pink Wolves have had so far.
5 seconds left. Does look like the Swerve are trending in the direction of a Game 1 victory. As soon as this ball touches the ground, they will be one game away from the semifinals, as it looks like they're trying to keep it alive, just can't quite get there in time. But some great things, honestly, from the Pink Wolves. I mean, it was a 4-0 game less than a minute in, and we're going to, looks like, almost hop right into our second game. But I thought a great response there by the Pink Wolves to be able to immediately start to right the ship. They only allowed one more goal in. Couldn't quite figure out the offense just in time, but a great kind of recovery there from the Pink Wolves. And that speaks a lot to their coaching about never giving up and being able to very quickly on the fly keep your mental intact.
And there have been opportunities where Swerve has left that goal open, so if the Pink Wolves can keep their eyes open for those sorts of opportunities, they can score some of these quick goals when the Swerve get just a little bit too aggressive trying to push and maintain that side control. And
we'll see if in Game 2, can the Pink Wolves kind of use how the last 4 minutes of that game went? After the first minute, it was a 1-1 game the rest of the way. Can the Pink Wolves use that to have a Game 2 and maybe force us to a Game 3, or will the Swerve get things started quickly, get to those semifinals, and try and punch a ticket back into the grand finals with revenge on their mind? We will find out shortly as Game 2 kicks off here. Sir Wolf gets the ball off the kickoff. Can't quite carry it towards midfield, though, is now the Swerve behind Jay Blank and Pancake. Gonna combine. I think it goes to Jay Blank, and it does, but a great combo effort from the two of them.
And I don't think I've really seen the Pink Wolves get any sort of kickoff here. As I say that, Note is able to get the first one, but it seems like they've much more gone in favor of the Swerve. But when you do win those kickoffs, it gets those opportunities for those quick goals, just like the Pink Wolves had, able to equal it up.
Kickoffs go a long way in Rocket League. We've seen teams in past Rebels just dominate off kickoffs alone. It's not Emoji in the corner, going to pop it up in the air. He's waiting to play it, but Hollix will get a first touch on it, gets a second one right over Not Emoji. Pancake rushing in, but Jay Blank's going to steal that one away from him. Pop it off the ceiling to a teammate. Here comes Pancake in, trying to readjust, and he barely sneaks it over the head of Not Emoji. Put the Swerve back on top.
But still here, Pink Wolves. Oh, that is going to go in the favor of Pink Wolves. Their switch getting the right sort of hit there, but here comes Pancake again. Just off to the left there, Sir Wolf is going to be able to get that save there. In mid-air, Swerve trying to keep it going. Great play by Sir Wolf there. He now has an open opportunity, but already committed to the mid-air play and had no boost there to capitalize on it.
Jay Blank trying to set something up in midfield. Does get stolen away, though, by a little switch alt. Now, Not Emoji tries to clear it around. Pancake wins that one cleanly. Him and Hollix actually going to double commit on the ball. Swerve getting a little sloppy here. Great demo from Sir Wolf. As Jay Blank's going to pass that one over to Hollix. He'll pinch it off the wall. Jay Blank looking to elevate, just gets a nose on it before Hollix able to come rushing in. Pancake, oh, got faked out there. Not Emoji's going to be able to open up a clear off to a great play.
Now Jay Blank flipping back just a little bit. Sir Wolf is able to steal the boost away from him. Now Hollix driving it up the field. Note is able to take it away from him. Now in comes another member of the Swerve trying to get, ooh, unfortunate double commit there for the Pink Wolves. They're trying to get their clear. Now can they have one to center it up? Switch tries to do it. In comes Note, but the angle just isn't right. Can they get another follow-up? Can they get it in? Jay Blank there is going to come in right at the right moment to stop that goal from going through.
Oh, great dribble from Jay Blank as well. Couldn't quite get the finish, but at least does flip side control. Huge demo from Pancake in front of the net. And that's going to allow Hollix to eventually tap it in. A great team play there. The Swerve nearly lost the lead, but they responded huge, and everybody scored. It's a 3-1 game as we see a full four-man commit on that kickoff. You do not see that very often. Pink Wolves end up getting the ball to that orange side. Jay Blank gets it stolen away from Sir Wolf. Oh. It hits off the crossbar as he goes for the demo, and the Pink Wolves get so close once again.
They are definitely showing some really great signs of fighting here. But they now need to be able to turn it in. The side control still isn't quite in their favor in terms of overall time. But if they can improve on that and not allow an open goal, their switch comes in at the last moment. That would have been really dangerous if the Swerve had gotten a shot there.
Sir Wolf going to get possession in the corner. Will eventually get demoed for it. Hollix comes racing in. Pancake going to keep it alive at the midfield stripe. Looks like he's going to play it himself off the back wall. Nobody there in rotation there. Sir Wolf takes advantage, racing down. Poor Jay Blank just blasts it back to the blue side there. Pancake in a 1-on-2. Able to come out victorious. Gets a centering pass over to Jay Blank and Hollix, but it hits off the crossbar. Pancake with a follow-up. Everybody goes in on it, and the Swerve get their fourth.
Ooh. Very fortunate for them that Pancake was able to follow up there off of that double commit, because since both of them committed in midair, Hollix and Jay there, that only left one member to follow up. Pancake was right there when they needed him. Just a little bit of a bump there from Note. Hollix trying again there, but doesn't find it. Switch is going to be fighting with two members of the Swerve, trying to get the clear, but doesn't have the boost that he needs.
Ooh, Pancake was racing in, but not Emoji's able to clear that one out. Jay Blank now off the ceiling, gonna try and get a touch on it. Barely does, plays it himself. It's wide of the net though. He's got Pancake on the back pass, centers it up. Hollix overcommitted to the ball, and a great clear now. Jay Blank's got to retreat. It's a one-on-one. Himbers, not Emoji, and Jay Blank having none of that. Clears it away.
Comes Jay Blank, is going to be fighting with two members. What a pop there. Pass over to Hollix, and Demo also coming through there. Can Swerve get another shot on goal? Another demo from the Swerve, but no goal to show for it. But now at this point, it's just a matter of running out the clock and punching their ticket to the next round.
Fortunately, the Swerve have just gotten in their way a few too many times. Too many double commits, too many moments of both players going for the ball when just one player needed to go for it. Hollix able to clear that one down to Jay Blank. So some small mistakes that I definitely think the Swerve need to correct if they want to challenge the Barracudas or maybe the Lynx or Yellow Mammoths. So that's the three teams they'll be joining in the semifinals in just 14 seconds. Ooh, risky back pass there, but I think time is on their side, and the Swerve just going to dribble this one out and play a bit of keep away. Sir Wolf gets the consolation prize, but I don't think you're going to be able to score 2 goals in 5 seconds. But a great effort here from the Pink Wolves to wrap up game 2.
And we see 4 members again. They're going for the kickoff. Pancake there is just going to ground the ball, and that is a win for the Swerve. Moving on to the next round with ease. It's going to be really interesting to see how the Swerve compete as they get toward the finals.
Yeah, cannot wait to see kind of how our semifinals set out. But I think the biggest thing, of course, is Jem, you can only get so far going at it alone. Ultimately, if you want to increase your chances of success, you have to level up your teaming skills. We've seen that with this Swerve team, where almost they were relying too much on their teaming skills and had some double commits, but they have come a long way since their previous Rumble. Same with the Pink Wolves as well. I think this Pink Wolves team is a week or 2 away from really challenging for that top spot. The Esports Tower takes time to create teams of well-matched players. Give a shout out to Coach Jake. If you're watching and haven't checked out Esports Tower clubs, you should. It's a fast track to rank up. Go check them out at esportstower.com. Well, let's take a look at our bracket now. We have the Barracudas, Lynx, Yellow Mammoths, and Swerve all advancing. Of course, as we mentioned, the Red Wolves and Red Mammoths not able to show up this week. So here's how our semifinals shape up. And these are 4 really, really good teams. Of course, the Barracudas and Yellow Mammoths ran the table in Group A and Group B, respectively, last week. So any 4 of these teams, Jim, I think could claim this week's championship.
Well, before we get to those matches, though, we are going to be taking a quick break and be getting back to the semifinals soon, Fish.
Yeah, we will be right back after this short break, and we'll see how the semifinals are going come up next.
Are you guys ready? I don't think you guys are ready, bro. Here we go. Prepare your ears, chat. Prepare your ears. Here we go. Yes, sir. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Schmied Cup. They're not going to be ready for this. Oh! Oh! Nitro with 2, 3.
Get down. Dark wave. Break it down.
Well, he got the ace. He got the ace to close it. Corey is your first Schmied Cup champion. UFC events, brought in some heavy hitters to support this tournament. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was the first Schmied Cup. Hashtag never alone,
Hello, I'm Rajneesh Khanna from iCultivewear and Chopra Foundation. Mental health has been brought up a lot recently and proven to be at the forefront of our conversations. As we begin to understand how comprehensive it is, we should open up a conversation that mental health is not one size fits all. We all need help or just someone to talk to from time to time.
Mental health is a very serious thing. So I'm glad that we were able to run this tournament and showcase and just show that and help support that cause, for mental health. So thank you guys so much. Let me go talk to the Esports Tower team. Yo, what's going on, guys?
Hello, man.
So how did it feel playing against 10s?
I'm shaking.
Yeah.
Shaking the entire time.
You guys got rounds, right? So that's all that matters.
Yeah.
And don't feel down. You
No,
literally just played.
I feel great right now.
I'm coming out of this.
Yeah, you guys literally played against one of the most stacked teams, I think, of this tournament. All the people that are watching too, like, you guys can do this as well. You guys can earn your chance. Go look up Esports Tower, and they're doing good things over there.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives.
And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full time.
While I work full time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Welcome back into this broadcast of the Esports Tower Rumble, broadcasting live from the Boise State Game Hands Esports Arena. Our first semifinal is right around the corner. Last week's champions, the Barracudas, looking to punch their ticket back, while the up-and-coming Lynx looking to pull off the upset. And the way they played in that first quarterfinal, this could be a very, very close series. Fish and Gem here, still calling all of your action. We are now into the best-of-5 portion of the night. Everything from here on out will be a best-of-5, Gem. And the way the Lynx played, we saw them absolutely dominate the Blue Wolves in that first quarterfinal matchup. They look like a team that could maybe give this Barracuda squad, who's been running over everybody, a run for their money.
Yeah, taking a look at the standings, the Lynx are going to be going up against the Barracudas in the first semifinal, followed by the Yellow Mammoths and the Swerve. And the Lynx have really kind of been the most up-and-coming team, whereas the Barracudas, they have been established for so long, at the top of the bracket for so long. And so this is really a battle of kind of old versus new talent in this semifinal.
And it's the last week of this current Barracudas squad. As we mentioned at the start of the broadcast, Prodigy, who slotted in very well alongside Magic and Quez, We'll actually be moving over to a new esports tower team made up of all supersonic legends. I cannot wait to see how that team does against the Barracudas. They might be the team that gives them a run for their money, but as you mentioned, the Lynx up and coming. The Yellow Mammoths had a perfect run through Group B, and the Swerve, who we just saw as well, also going to be challenging for that spot in the grand finals and a spot in BFC. But first, we get to Doc's keys of the game in Rocket League. Don't let them have multiple attempts. Clear the ball at angles, steal boost, and bump and demo to disrupt. It's all brought to you by Esports Tower. Score pro advice at esportstower.com. Improve your game sense, improve your team play, improve your performance under pressure. You match with great players and professional coaches to help you rank up. And that's one thing the Esports Tower does incredibly well. We have seen all of these teams get better and better every single week. Even the Barracudas, I'm sure their past selves from 2-3 months ago would get absolutely dominated by this current Barracuda squad. So a huge shout out to the Esports Tower. But here we go. It's our first semifinal. Lynx and Barracudas getting ready to go here. Best of 5. Somebody's going to the grand finals. As Quez able to clear that one away. iProd and Magic there as well. Quez, the in-game leader, trying to make a play, but a great save by Flux and a huge moment there for the Lynx.
Quez is one of those great mid-air players that's able to get those double, triple taps so effortlessly. So that might be one of the things that the Lynx has to keep in mind, is not letting the ball get airborne too much, because that's where Quez loves to play.
See a demolition go out on the Prodigy, now on under iProd, and we'll see at the Barracudas. They'll be looking for their 4th straight grand finals appearance if they're able to get it done in this series. But the Lynx took them to a game 5 in the group stage last week and can have the talent to get it done as Magic steals it away near midfield. Prodigy with a huge demo onto Jockstrot, and that's going to allow Magic to score, and that is an excellent reason why this Barracudas team is so on top. You see Prodigy, he doesn't care about the goal, he just wants the demo.
Yeah, that is exactly when you want a demo. The ball was already heading towards the goal there. The demo was just to get rid of the one person who could have saved it. Now kickoff is going to go in favor of the Barracudas. Quez is going to rotate back just a little bit, has plenty of boost to make the play. Is that going to clear toward? Oh, it looked there from the angle that might have been going towards the goal, but instead just going off to the right a little bit.
Flux trying to get this one around Magic, not quite able to. Jockstrot pops it up towards that goal, and Racer barely misses. Huge demo onto iProd, though. Magic gets one back onto Jockstrot, so it's a 2v2 for a brief moment. Flux pops it up in the air. Magic hits off the crossbar. Dangerous place to be, but the Lynx hold on and keep it a 1-0 game.
Nice there by Flux. Magic's going to meet him in mid-air. He's going to ground the ball. iProd trying to find it, but Racer beating him to it. And now with a demo onto Quez, can they, in these next few seconds, try to get a shot on goal? Some great defensive play by Magic. Able to buy enough time for Quez to respawn. But the Lynx still have the side control going here. Jockstrot is going to come in there. Magic is going to bounce it off toward the left here. That's going to have to make Flux rotate in there. Doesn't get the better of that. Racer misses as well. So here comes Magic and Quez's opportunity. Can they get it over Jockstrot? He does!
Great play by Magic there. He's going to just absolutely juke out Jockstrot. Gets him in the air. And it doesn't matter if it's Rocket League or real life. You get the defender off his feet or his wheels. There's not a whole lot he could do. And the Barracudas extend that lead to 2-0. Off the kickoff, iProd barely hits it over to that right side where Jockstrot is waiting, wants to carry it in himself, but a huge save by who else but Quez keeps the Barracudas in the lead. Another follow-up stop by Magic. Defensively, the Barracudas almost as strong as they are offensively. Flux and Racer, one more attempt, but it gets saved once again by Quez. Flux, his final chance here, can't even set up a shot.
Ball is going to be passed around the field. iProd comes in there, able to find the clear. Racer didn't get, okay, I was wondering if Racer had stolen that boost, but it went in favor of the Lynx, and a demo coming out there onto iProd. It's now respawned on the field, trying to get the goal. What an angle and assist from Flux there.
Now, I'm curious to see what happens here, because I think Flux ends up getting kind of caught on iProd. And iProd was trying to sort of hold him there in a weird Rule 1 because iProd was actually sideways. And unfortunately, that costs the Barracudas and gives the Lynx 1 goal. And they get right back into it. iProd can't quite beat Flux of that ball. It's bouncing toward the Barracudas' net. Quez able to get some semblance of a clear, and then he'll blast it down to the other side. Jockstrot racing in defense, goes past iProd, but he steals the full boost. Quez plays it around 1, gets it around a second, centers it to Magic, high off the backboard. Here comes iProd, 1-on-1 versus Jockstrot, hits off the crossbar again, and unfortunately the Barracudas just cannot find anything but the crossbar.
iProd is going to back up a little, going to fight Flux, is able to play it around him. Jockstrot now manages to get a tap on that, sending the ball up in midair. And now Quez is going to come in, trying to center it up for Magic, who isn't in the right place, just a little bit too late there. Now here's the opportunity for Flux with the pass over to Racer, maybe to clear it. No, it's going to be stolen away by iProd, and the side control stays in the favor of the Barracudas.
Oh, Quez and it looked like Racer going to combine to sort of shoot that ball over to the orange side. iProd waited a little bit too long. Flux with a great challenge out the backboard. Magic and Quez forced to double commit. iProd barely gets it away from Jockstrot. Now Quez blasts it down into the blue corner. He goes chasing after, but gets demoed from the side. Ball still in a scary spot as iProd can't quite center it up. Does steal that full boost away from the Lynx. Magic with a fantastic play. He gets a hat trick. He's done it all today. And he is a big reason why Game 1's looking like it's going to the Barracudas.
Yeah, just look at that control there, that double tap. That is insane how he's just managed to hang in there in midair for multiple seconds, just waiting for the right time to push the ball in.
1 minute left. Plenty of time for the Lynx as now Jockstrot off the kickoff, going to carry it all the way to that orange side. iProd waiting there with Quez. Bit of a double commit, but the Barracudas are able to at least keep it away from their own net for now. iProd misses on it. Quez now going to take it from his own corner, plays it around one. Great pass over to iProd as well. He's got Quez racing upfield. Didn't see the demo from behind though.
iProd is going to respawn there. Now Magic just looking for the right one to pass to. It's instead going to be met by Racer. Here comes Quez, and the 50-50 going is going to get pinched off to the side there. And here comes Flux again, looking for another clear. They need to score a goal right now and then hope that maybe they get something off of the kickoff. Now we're closing in on 10 seconds. Shot just to the left there. Jockstrot with a big opportunity with Magic getting demoed there. But Magic does come back in and is able to respawn. Is now fighting Jockstrot for the ball. Now the ball just needs to be grounded. And the Barracudas, in a lot closer game than we have seen, especially a lot closer now, are only going to win it by 1 goal.
Goal at the very end for Jockstrot. Unfortunately, it will not matter with zeros on the clock. Barracudas just couldn't quite. Actually, it looks like Quez was the one who ended up putting that one in. Probably just to end the game, and the Barracudas will still claim their Game 1 victory. As you mentioned, Jem, a lot closer than we're used to seeing, and this Lynx team is now able to challenge some of the top rosters, and it's giving credit to them kind of syncing and gelling as a team. I mean, these are players like Flux, like Jockstrot, who we've seen on other rosters make big plays. They're now together alongside Racer, and I think this is a roster that is very, very poised to maybe make a play in the future. But right now, Barracuda's coming out a bit too strong, a little bit rusty, but still I think the Barracuda's proving why they are the top team and why the bracket basically runs through them.
And you basically don't really see that many double commits or any double commits at this level. Both teams are so good on their rotation, so good about judging where they need to be and not pushing up too forward. Very few open goals, very few mistakes in terms of double commits. Both of these teams are performing at their top level, and it really makes for these exciting, very close games.
You cannot wait to see how the Lynx handle Game 2, as we talked about. 3-2, one of the closer games we've seen, though. This is a Barracudas-Lynx matchup that did go all the way to Game 5 last week in the group stage. So maybe the Lynx have figured something out. They're incredibly close. They had a lot of great opportunities, so I will say in the Barracudas defense, 4, probably maybe 5 shots that did hit off the crossbar. If those go in, who knows? Maybe this is more of a lopsided 6-1, 6-2 kind of game. So I think the Barracudas are very close to blowing the doors off this game, but the Lynx are about as close to maybe stealing a game or 2 and forcing us into a Game 4 or a Game 5. This is going to be a great series, and it's only the semifinals. Game 2 between the Barracudas and Lynx kicks off now. This Quez going to be in the corner. There is a demo from Jockstrot. Quez pretty much with full time, going to end up air dribbling it over one. Can he get it around Racer? Yes, he can. Does he have the follow-up from Magic? No. But an excellent solo play, but now they got to be careful. Racer in hot pursuit. iProd gets demoed. Wide open net. But nobody commits to the ball, and unfortunately Flux is just a bit too late.
Well, Lynx are starting this out a bit chippy. 2 demos thus far, but this might just be frustration at this point or something like that, because it needs to be done at just the right time if you want to try to turn it into goals. Now Racer's going to be centering it up. Is there someone there? No, there isn't. Now Magic gets the opportunity. He's going to have to fight with Flux for the demo. Gets demoed from Jockstrot. That is the 3rd demo coming out from the Lynx here. They are so furious right now. They want this first goal.
All Kind of pinballs around in front of the net, does get cleared away. Magic plays it around Jockstrot, has Quez right behind him. Ball guns are getting popped straight up in the air. That's going to allow Flux to just bang it down onto that orange side. iProd gets control of the ball. Quez will end up with it after a steal. Jockstrot keeps it alive. Pass over to Flux. He barely gets a nose on it, but iProd does just enough to defend it. Everybody committing on this ball. We see a lot more double commits from the Barracudas than we're used to seeing, as finally Quez able to make a save. Jockstrot and him will actually double demo. Magic taking out Racer. And that is going to get that ball cleared down and give the Barracudas some breathing room.
No goals thus far. It's been very competitive. The Lynx have been managing to get a good amount of side control, but they need to get a clear right now if they want to claim that back. Jockstrot up and around the corner, fighting Magic for it, but all the members of the Barracudas really good on boost there. Magic using up all of theirs, is able to steal that corner boost again from the Lynx here. And the Barracudas are doing a great job being able to keep the Lynx from making any sort of play toward the goal here. Center and down from Quez. Oh my goodness, that angle.
What a fantastic goal from Quez. We'll see it again here. Did not think he was going to be able to angle that ball like he did. And a fantastic first goal of this game too, as the Barracudas on top. Just under 3 minutes left. We'll see what the Lynx have in store off the kickoff. Magic with a great clean win. Maybe trying to play it himself. Scary pass there, but Flux and Racer able to combine to clear that one away. Flux now pops it up near midfield. Racer with the shot. Magic's going to have none of that. Just blast it to the other side.
And this is what Quez is the best at, are those mid-air plays, and showing it off in full force with that first goal. Now the ball's in the center. Racer's going to be credited with a save there in response to that shot on goal that came through from the Barracudas. But now Barracudas need to be looking for their own clear, as Quez is going to be the one to drive it around the corner. Now needs to find it clear as Jockstrot goes around the ball. Racer coming in there, but still managing to push the ball up onto the field. Is someone going to be there? Jockstrot manages to get it down into the ground, but Racer isn't able to beat Quez to the ball. And now the Lynx finding that first clear of a little bit of a dangerous situation there, but Quez is able to keep it from going in.
Ball gets cleared all the way back to that blue side. See all three members of the Barracudas in very close proximity. iProd just going to blast it off, looking for a rebound there. They bump multiple people out of the way. Quez and Flux go for it. Flux barely gets a nose on it. Keep that ball from going in the net. Now Magic, he's got Jockstrot in front of him, plays it around him, off the backboard. Quez was a bit too fast. Magic hits the crossbar once again, and the Barracudas come oh so close, but only have 1 goal for show for it so far.
Now here comes Jockstrot, is going to pass it over to Flux, but it doesn't go through there. Ball gets cleared way out. Over, look at iProd there. Oh, just off to the side. Isn't able to find that goal near. Now Flux is going to be pushing it back down the field. Magic steals it away from him. Look at Jockstrot with that steal, and is now going to be driving around the corner, trying to center it up for Flux coming in here. Jockstrot did get credited with the shot on goal there, but no goal thus far for the Lynx. But major kudos to them for keeping the Barracudas to only 1 goal so far.
1 minute left, plenty of time for the Lynx to maybe force us to an overtime. Barracudas would love an insurance goal here to put themselves on match point. Magic now going to carry it down. He's got Quez right in front of him to the left. Not quite able to get the pass off. Jockstrot going to disrupt it as well. Flux going to look for a clear, but that ball stopped. iProd near midfield, pops it over Racer. Flux and Quez both go for it. Ball just ricochets off to the side. Still on that blue side, Magic and Jockstrot combined. These teams are so even right now. 30 seconds left. iProd plays around 1. They get a demo, but the Barracudas just playing an excellent version of keep away Racer with his second, though. The Lynx trying to make something happen.
Yeah, trying so desperately, but those demos have not turned into goals for them. They've just had such a hard time trying to center it up, because the Barracudas do such a great job of just bumping them out of the way. Now Racer gets credited with another shot on goal, but a great clear there from iProd. And a demo from Jockstrot is going to stop any opportunity for the Lynx to fight back there. The ball gets grounded, and Barracudas are at match point.
Fantastic game by both these teams, and the Lynx have come a long way and are really proving that this is a team that can give the Barracudas a run for their money. They just got to find a way to get some more shots on goal, because once again, even though it was a 1-0 game, I do think the Barracudas had a lot of shots hit off the crossbar, and you never know if those get corrected, what could happen, Jem. But I think this Lynx team they feel like they have really shrunk this gap a lot more than I was expecting. I knew the Swerve could challenge the Barracudas. We'll see them in our second semifinal against the Yellow Mammoths. I was not expecting the Lynx to come out and really kind of bully the Barracudas around and force the Barracudas into a lot of mistakes they haven't been able to punish them for yet.
Yeah, they had a great job of being able to disrupt the Barracudas, but to the Barracudas' credit, there was a lot of similar situations when the Lynx were trying to get a goal. The Lynx, you would see them with these opportunities to center, but one of the members of the Barracudas would come and steal it away at the last moment or just shove one of the other members of the Lynx out of the way so they couldn't follow up and get their shot on goal. So both teams are doing a really great job playing interference against each other.
And I think the one thing that I really have to keep my eyes on, though, is just how – and sloppy's not the right word because it's still incredible Rocket League, but for the Barracudas, it is sort of sloppy Rocket League. There's a lot of double commits. They're costing themselves a lot of goals. They're almost all committing on balls. I mean, we saw one time where they were all three within probably 10, 15 feet of each other, which you never see in Rocket League. I don't know if the Barracudas maybe has been thrown off their game, as we talked about before. If you think you're kind of just going to coast in the finals, if a team can kind of make you work like the Lynx, that can happen. But I'm very shocked that the Barracudas have been playing as poorly as they have. If they put it all together, they can blow the Lynx out of the water, but like I said, the Lynx could also just strike right back. Game 3 is here. Can the Barracudas get a clean sweep to the grand finals, or can the Lynx force us to a Game 4 we're about to find off as Flux just not able to clear it towards midfield?
Jockstrot is going to get a demo on Quez. Lynx still as furious as they were last game in terms of those demos. Racer with a nice play there. He's going to be pushing it up toward midfield. Up and around Quez, looky there. And Flux with a shot on goal is not going to be able to find it. Magic credited with the save there. Magic
is an insanely talented defensive player for the Barracudas. A big reason why they're such a good team is he stonewalls teams a lot of the time in the net. He's going to get that ball stolen away from him, though, by Flux. He's now going to dribble it up of himself, stolen away by Jockstrot. And now iProd's going to retreat into the corner, plays it around. Jockstrot has a centering pass there to Magic. Pops it up for Quez. Great team play, but that ball a little bit short. And now iProd ends up blasting it back into the orange side. Bit of a mistake there for the Barracudas. Now they're going to have to keep it away from their own net once again.
Here's the opportunity for the Lynx there. Jockstrot is waiting for that follow-up. A great play by Quez. Push it off to the side, over to Magic toward the open goal, and Flux just in time is going to have a great save.
Flux now looks to carry it up midfield himself. Doesn't get stolen away by iProd, but the ball still bounces towards the orange net. Quez with the fancy play, gets it around one, but Jockstrot's having none of that. Now here's Magic in front of the net. Oh, I don't think they expected Flux to come flying in. Bit of a lazy clear here from the Barracudas, going to get punished.
Well, from this angle, it seems so obvious. But when we originally saw that Flux just came in out of nowhere, Lynx are going to find themselves in the lead for the first time this match. The kickoff is going to go in favor of them with Racer coming in. Actually misses that ball, but Jockstrot cleaning it up just to the left of the goal. Now Flux is going to fight. Quez in midair is able to stop that clear from going through. Now it's up to Magic trying to push it around the corner. Over to Quez, who picks up the boost. Can he beat Jockstrot and manage to clear it? One of the other members of the Barracudas is instead going to rotate in, leaving Quez to try to set it up, but isn't able to do that.
iProd looking for a recenter, not able to find it. Racer going to hit it towards midfield. Magic hits it right into Flux. Ball still is going to bounce towards that blue side. iProd with a chance, but Flux clears it away, and the Lynx has started to really clamp down. Quez going to pass it over to Magic. Bit of a miscommunication, though, as Magic runs out of boost. Now Racer has an opportunity to make this a 2-0 game. iProd's not going to have any of it.
Here comes Magic. Flux misses there, and a demo onto Jockstrot. Could give the Barracudas the opportunity that they need, but instead, great play there by the Lynx to keep their side control going. Racer is just trying to find, Magic trying to find some sort of clear there, is able to get it. Quez now in mid-air. Oh, Racer just comes right in there to get the save. Flux is going to demo iProd, who respawns back onto the field, trying to play some defense, but just didn't have any sort of boost, so Quez had to come in there and get the save himself. Onto this goal here, which is open. Oh, Magic is just a hair too late.
Great job as well by Racer, making sure he follows through on that one, because Magic came racing in, got the clear, but Racer barely sneaks a nose on it. Great follow-up there from Racer, and the Lynx have built themselves a 2-0 lead, and have really just kind of stifled any offensive effort of the Barracudas. Off the kickoff, Quez now The great opportunity. Can't quite keep it away from Flux, though. Magic now with his turn. Jockstrot's going to have none of that as well. And the solo plays for the Barracuda starting to get shut down. Now the Lynx just got to have 1:45 tick off the clock, and they'll send us to a game 4.
Just waiting right there for that 100 boost to come back on so Flux can fill up here. Now Magic, and unfortunately there's one of those double commits that you were talking about, Fish, in mid-air. Gives the Lynx the opportunity to get a nice clear there. It's now going to be in midfield. Quez pushes it off to the side. In comes Flux there. It's trying to play it around Magic. And look at Racer. They're able to steal it away from him. And this is exactly what the Lynx need to keep that side control going with the 2-goal lead, possibly get a third insurance goal.
Racer and Quez gonna fight for it near midfield. Racer barely wins. Flux tries to sneak it out on iProd, but he's not able. Now Racer centers it up for himself, but unfortunately that shot too wide of an angle. 1 minute left here for the Barracudas to try and sweep this series and head to the grand finals. They're gonna need to start scoring quickly. Is this ball still on the orange side? Magic trying to find it. Finally, iProd blasts it over, but it's stopped in midfield by Jockstrot.
Now Jockstrot is going to try to turn that into a shot on goal. Great save there by iProd. He's going to pass it over to Quez there. They have just enough time if they score a goal here, maybe to get something off of the kickoff. But a miss there from Magic is going to prove crucial. The Lynx playing a little bit of defense, but a clear there found by Jockstrot. Stopped by Quez in midfield, who is going to pass it back over toward the blue goal.
Rod and Flux going to combine for that one. Ball going to bounce over to just barely onto that orange side. Flux corrals it himself, sends it down into the corner. 9 seconds left, and the Barracudas have probably run out of time as Jockstrot's just looking to play keep away Quez. One last attempt turned away by Eraser. Magic and Quez will double commit, and that ball will just fall harmlessly to the turf. And the Lynx dominate game 3 and send us to a game 4 and potentially look for a reverse sweep against these Barracudas.
Yeah, it is not over by any means. The Lynx, like you said last time, Fish, they drove this to 5 games last time.
In the group stage, we saw this a 5-game series. I think it even ended with a 1 or 2 goal difference. This is a Lynx team capable of winning against the Barracudas. We just saw it there, but I think in the Barracudas, they still have yet to show they could kind of get away from those double commits. They had a couple of those bad ones, especially at the end, that kind of killed any chance they had of a comeback. And I think it was a great start by the Lynx. They barely held on. Either of these teams really can win. I still like the Barracudas' chances because I think they just have to correct one little thing. And even with all those mistakes, the Lynx only won by 2 goals. So I like the Barracudas' chances here, but this Lynx team, as I said, they're about as close to winning this game as the Barracudas are to blowing them out. And right now the Lynx have been giving them everything they can handle. Absolutely fantastic job from all of them today.
Yeah, it's just that one little thing of the rotations that the Barracudas need to clear up, and then everything else that they have, honestly, is going to drive them to the finals here. So we're going to see if they can put it away here in game number 4. And then after that, we're going to be heading to the next semifinals, which is going to be the Yellow Mammoths versus the Swerve. And just as a quick prediction, Fish, which do you think would be the team that whoever gets to the finals here would not want to face in the finals, Yellow Mammoths or Swerve?
If you're the Barracudas, you probably want to bring anybody on just because you really are that confident in yourselves. But I would think the Swerve are probably that second-best team who have been to the grand finals before. I know the Yellow Mammoths, right, we haven't seen much of them. They were undefeated in Group B, which we'll talk a lot about that matchup as Game 4 kicks off with nearly a goal from Racer from midfield. The Lynx have not slowed down at all, but Quez going to steal that one away. Jockstrot stops the rebound. Magic gets it around 1, though. Ball right in front of the net, but nobody on the Barracuda spotted it. Now iProd comes in, take a shot. Flux with a great save. We're off to a fast start here in Game 4.
Very fast start as Magic's going to be fighting. Flux is able to play it around him, trying to get the center. Jockstrot now has plenty of opportunity to dribble it up, a pop off of his roof. And iProd does get demo there, and Lynx are going to score the first goal. Jockstrot credited.
All starts with that demo onto iProd. We didn't get to quite see it, but nobody's able to get back in rotation. iProd off the respawn was trying. Unfortunately, Jockstrot read that clear from Quez perfectly. That's going to give the Lynx a 1-0 lead. Quez going to take that one off the kickoff. We'll see now if the Barracudas can respond. Doesn't quite get on it, but it kind of fakes out everybody. Magic shot turned away by Flux. iProd keeps it alive. He centers it up, but there's nobody home. And now Flux and iProd challenging for this ball. He's going to bump Flux out of the way, take control. Flux ends up using that momentum to demo Quez downfield. iProd gets bumped, but ends up pushing the ball past Jockstrot. but now it finally gets cleared away by the Lynx.
Gets cleared, but at what cost as Quez gets demoed? Actually had a great benefit there for the Lynx, who try to get it on goal, but it looks like Racer actually redirected that one, was just in the wrong place in front of the goal.
Fortunate for the Lynx. I think you're right, Jim. I think that ball goes in if Racer's able to dodge out of the way. Second chance here for the Barracudas, only down one. Can they make the most of it? Now Flux has a wide open net, but as I say, that Magic comes out of nowhere. And Quez and Magic both next to each other. Ball off the backboard. Jockstrot just going to clear that one towards midfield. The Lynx defensively have started to figure out what this Barracudas offense wants to do.
Ball is going to get grounded as Quez comes in there for the clear. Is able to find it fighting with Racer. It goes into the corner here. Jockstrot is going to pass it over. Actually just cleared way out toward the corner of the Barracudas. Iprod comes in there fast, able to clear it. Jockstrot there, driving it off to the side. Quez, pass over to Magic, shot on goal, and just off the crossbar. Follow-up from Magic, but misses. Quez gets demoed. Might give the Lynx a little bit of breathing room that they need to try to find their clear.
High Prod and Magic nearly combined. Here comes Quez off the respawn. The Barracudas are not done yet. They smell blood in the water. Jockstrot not able to make that save. Magic comes racing in. He's going to center it up to himself. Spikes it down, but a great read by Racer. High Prod comes in, hits it over to Quez. They get a shot. Jockstrot makes a great save. Magic is there, though. Flux makes another one. High Prod and Flux makes another huge save. So many shots in that sequence, but the Lynx hold on somehow, some way.
Look at all the shots on goal, though, for the Barracudas. Lynx only have 3. Whereas I'm counting 7 for the Barracudas, so they are definitely coming out with the side control and shots that they need, but it hasn't translated into a lead for them. Instead, they're looking to tie it up. Cyprod pass over to Magic just off to the left side of the goal. Now Jockstrot looking for the clear. Is going to be contesting with Quez. Plays it off and pass over to Flux. What great teamwork there, and iProd is able to find the clear.
Almost down to the final 90 seconds of game 4. Flux with a huge save. The Barracudas trying to avoid a game 5 at all costs. Quez at the midfield stripe, plays it off the back wall. Jockstrot just going to clear this one down towards the net. iProd makes a great save. He'll volleyball it back. Quez going to take command near midfield. Racer can't make the save. And just like that, the Barracudas go coast to coast to tie this game up.
Just take a look at Quez here, just the right angle there. Racer unable to push it off to the side. If there was anyone to turn this around, it was going to be Quez. Now this next kickoff is going to be very crucial here. Dice in the center. iProd is able to get the successful cheat there. Jockstrot steals it away from him and clears it back over to the Barracudas.
Barracudas got to be careful. That ball hits off the crossbar. Flux hits off the crossbar. Racer one time. Huge comeback here from the Lynx to try and avoid overtime, but they might have overcommitted, but Jockstrot barely sneaks in. Demo on to Quez. There's one back on to Flux. Magic going to make a great save with a minute left, and this game is going down to the wire.
Jockstrot is going to be centering it, but what a demo there on to Flux at the right moment. Flux would have been the one to follow up and get the shot on goal there. And my goodness, the demos are going back and forth now onto Quez and Jockstrot. And Barracudas having only 30 seconds here to get the goal they need to move on to the finals. Are they going to be able to do it?
Well, Magic with a great steal, but Flux makes a fantastic save. iProd going to keep it alive off the back wall, gets the full boost. Can't bully it past Jockstrot there. Quez pops it up in the air. Racer, at least for now, has control of it. Magic now is his turn. He's going to send it up to iProd, who bangs it home. And with 13 seconds, the Barracudas have the lead.
Now all that they need to do right now is make sure that this next kickoff does not go in favor of the Lynx. And they will have a great opportunity here to win this.
13 seconds away from their 5th straight grand finals. Can the Barracudas get it done? Great opportunity here for the Lynx, but it's turned away by Quez. Flux, last chance effort here. He's got to keep the ball alive. Racer takes a shot. Magic gonna shut that one down as long as the ball stays off the ground. The Lynx have another chance. Oh, I think iProd might have been able to let that touch the ground, but he'll clear it away, and the Barracudas barely escape the Lynx. And this Lynx squad getting better and better. I bet you next week they're going to be in those grand finals, but unfortunately the Barracudas barely escape they'll head on to our grand finals. Well, you know, Jem, we've seen that you can only go at it alone for so long. The Barracudas had to get better at teaming. We challenged them to do that after every game, and that's exactly what they did in that game 4. Coming together as a team with some fantastic goals in the final 2 minutes to advance to the grand finals for yet another week in a row. They've come a long way since we started these Rumbles to be the cream of the crop. Esports Tower takes the time to create teams of well-matched teammates. Give a shout out to Coach Jake and all the coaches. If you are watching and haven't checked out Esports Tower Club set, you should. It's a fast track to rank up. And if we take a look at our standings, we know it's the Barracudas, but now the Swerve and the Yellow Mammoths both fighting for that last spot, Jem, and I think either of these teams can come away with one.
Yeah, but sometimes you can really we've seen with other teams that they can be slow to start in the group stage and then come alive in the bracket stage. And hopefully for the Yellow Mammoths, it isn't the inverse, that they just dominate the group stage and then fall in the brackets. But the one thing that I want to bring up, Fish, that really stood out to me in that last game is we were talking so much about, you know, just the little mistakes that the Barracudas were making, but really in that final game, it switched around to the Lynx. If Racer had not been in front of that goal to deflect it, they would have at least been at 2 goals and maybe had an opportunity to go into overtime. Yeah, and you never know how the game plays out differently. If instead of the Lynx being up only 1-0, if they're up 2-0, maybe the Barracudas start pressing a bit more. Maybe you get them on a quick turnaround goal. So I think you're totally right. It is. When you get games like this and when the scores are 2-1, 3-1, I've talked to some of the Boise State Rocket League players, that really means that it just came down to whoever made the least amount of mistakes. When you see 8-0, 9-1 like we've seen, that's just sort of a talent mismatch. But I think this Lynx team is so close. Maybe if they play the Yellow Mammoths or the Swerve, they can get it done, and then they play the Barracudas in the grand finals. You never know. But for this week, the Barracudas, they're making it back. Their final week as a squad. Remember, iProd is moving to the Ghost as an all-Supersonic Legends team in upcoming Esports Tower. So this is his last hurrah. Can the Barracudas get it done? We'll find out. But first, we got to figure out who they're playing. Is it a rematch of last week's grand finals that the Swerve lost 3-0? Or can the Yellow Mammoths, undefeated in Group B, as Jem mentioned, keep that hot streak going, make their first ever grand finals? We're going to take a break, and we'll find out. Swerves, Yellow Mammoths, who's joining the Barracudas in the grand finals? Find out next.
Are you guys ready? How do you guys are ready, bro? Here we go. Prepare your ears, chat. Prepare your ears. Here we go. Yes, sir. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Shmee Cup. They're not going to be ready for this. Oh! Oh! Nitro with 2, 3.
Get down. Dark wave. Get down.
Well, he got the ace. He got the ace to close it. Corey is your first Big Cup champion. UFC events, brought in some heavy hitters to support this tournament. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was the first Shmee Cup. Hashtag never alone,
Hello, I'm Rajneesh Khanna from iCultivewear and Chopra Foundation. Mental health has been brought up a lot recently and proven to be at the forefront of our conversations. As we begin to understand how comprehensive it is, we should open up a conversation that mental health is not one size fits all. We all need help or just someone to talk to from time to time.
Mental health is a very serious thing, so I'm glad that we were able to run this tournament and showcase and just show that and help support that cause, for mental health. So thank you guys so much. let me go talk to the Esports Tower team. Yo, what's going on, guys?
Hello.
So, how did it feel playing against 10s?
I was shaking.
Yeah.
Shaking the entire time.
You guys got rounds, right? So that's all that matters.
Yeah.
And don't feel down. You
No,
literally just played.
I feel great right now.
I'm coming out.
Yeah, you guys literally played against one of the most stacked teams I think of this tournament. All the people that are watching too, like you guys can do this as well. You guys can earn your chance. So look up Esports Tower, and they're doing good things over there.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives.
And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full time.
While I work full time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Welcome back into this broadcast of the Esports Tower Rumble, broadcasting it live from the Boise State Game Pants Esports Arena. Our second semifinal about to kick off. Swerve and Yellow Mammoth looking to challenge the Barracudas, who will wait the winner, and whoever wins our grand finals tonight will get a spot in the Box Fight Championships, play against pro players and content creators. Last time, Barracudas clean swept the Swerve 3-0. I'm sure the Swerve have revenge on their mind, but first, they got to get through the hot team, the Yellow Mammoths, who went undefeated in Group B, earned the second overall seed for tonight, and so far, they're going to get their first action as their opponent for the quarterfinals was unable to make it, so they were able to secure a bye. If you are just joining us, here's how the Esports Tower Rumbles will work. New 2-week format, week 1. Everything's a best of 5. It's all about seeding for the bracket stage. As we mentioned, the Barracudas went undefeated. So did the Yellow Mammoths. They were our 1 and 2 seeds. Week 2 is the bracket stage where the championship game is on the line. And now it's time to get ready for our second semifinal, Gem. And I am very curious to see how the Swerve, who we saw dominate in the quarterfinals, go against the Yellow Mammoths, who dominated last week in the group stage, but so far today have been able to just kind of rest.
Yeah, it has really been an opportunity of, we have been following teams like the Lynx so much that we've been able to see their journey, but the Yellow Mammoths, one that's just going to kind of come out of the dark, and we're just going to see how they do. But however these teams, whatever teams are fighting, I think you know, Fish, that there are some key things that they're going to want to keep in mind, isn't there?
There always is, and it's always Doc's Keys to the Game, presented by the Esports Tower. Score pro advice at esportstower.com. Don't let them have multiple attempts. We've seen that time and time again. Clear the ball at angles, steal boost, and bump and demo to disrupt. We've seen all of Doc's Keys come into play so far, and I'm sure more will come in our semifinals and our grand finals. Esports Tower can help you improve your game sense, improve your team play, improve your performance under pressure. You can match with great players and professional coaches to help you rank up. It's semifinal number 2. Swerve and Yellow Mammoths. Who's joining the Barracudas in the grand finals for that spot in BFC? Can the Swerve get the rematch? Can the Yellow Mammoths make their first ever run? We're about to find out. Swerve, they want that spot. They want their revenge against the Barracudas. We saw that in their quarterfinal, absolutely dominating J-Blank, Pancake, and Hollix. Off to a fast start as Hollix bangs it in. It's already 1-0.
Wow, I don't know if you can really start off much quicker than that. Pancake with a great play off of to Hollix. Me on Switch just doesn't have what he needs to get airborne quick enough. The Yellow Mammoths came into this group stage dominating their group. They really seem to be clicking well with this trio after some roster changes recently. But they are definitely going to have their work cut out for them going up against a team as established as Swerve.
Cran has looked really strong for this roster, but it's Major Mayhem who gets the first goal for the Yellow Mammoths, and just like that, they prove they are not a fluke. They tie this one up with a great snipe right past the midfield stripe for Major Mayhem.
All right, well, here we go with the next kickoff, all tied up again. Pancake and Crayon are going to be fighting for it. J-Blank is going to be the one to pick up the pieces, drive it off of the backboard, set it up for Pancake, and that is a beautiful goal right there.
Explosive start, 3 goals in 30 seconds. Jay Blank with a fantastic play. You gotta play that rebound. Don't give them multiple attempts. We just talked about it in Doc's keys, and Pancake makes them pay, and the Swerve now back on top, 2-1 here, and this is only game 1 as we see Jay Blank cleanly win the kickoff. It almost bounces in. Pancake shot goes wide of the net. Hollix follows it up. All 3 members gonna take a shot on that ball, and it's Hollix who gets the credit for the goal, and what a great start for the Swerve.
Swerve already finding themselves 2 goals up. It seems to be the second time that Yellow Mammoths just weren't able to get airborne quick enough to find their save there. So this next kickoff going way in favor of Hollix there. Now the Swerve are going to set themselves up for possibly another goal, and Crayon, wow, rounds it with just the right angle, stopping any sort of follow-up to come through from the Swerve. But Neon Switch gets demoed, giving an opportunity for the Swerve, and they take full advantage of it.
Swerve, they look like a team who wants to get that revenge against the Barracudas. They're wasting no time here with the Yellow Mammoths, already up to a 4-1 lead. And you see there, pretty much everybody has a shot and a goal so far for the Swerve. Cran's going to win that kickoff rather cleanly, but Jay Blank, who's getting that side boost, able to at least force it away from his own net. Pancake barely gets the clear. Now you got to be careful. You see Cran retreating there. Pancake can't quite get around me on Switch as well, and now Hollix is going to blow it into the blue corner before Major Mayhem hits it right back.
Major Mayhem trying to center it up. He's going to stop right there as Jay Blank with a great play is going to pass it over to Pancake. Pancake picks up the 100 boost, has plenty to play around the corner. Major comes in again. Hollix there just off at the crossbar and off to the side as Jay Blank sets it up again, is actually just going to find it himself with a little tap in from Pancake.
Pancake will take credit for that one. As you mentioned, Jay Blank's goal probably would have scored. Me on Switch was flying in. The hats fall, and Pancake now finds himself looking pretty strong with the Swerve, all sitting pretty. 2 goals for Hollix Pancakes, 1 for Jay Blank. And now looks like Hollix might add 1 more, but it's saved nicely by Cran. Jay Blank hits off the crossbar, but the Swerve still hold that 5-1 lead.
We have a little over 3 minutes, and already so much has happened in this fight. It'll be anyone's guess how high the Swerve can drive their score. Jay Blanks is going to be fighting me on Switch there. It's actually going to ground it over to Hollix, but Major comes in beforehand off the crossbar. Is there a follow-up? Is there from Crayon? Hollix gets the save there, and a great clear coming back from the Swerve.
Oh, Jay Blank nearly hit it home. They got to be careful. Pancake's just going to retreat. Going to challenge Cran for that one. Hollix now up in the air. He'll clear it away. Major Mayhem stops near that midfield stripe. Pancake just steals it right out from under him, and that ball's going to go back to the blue side, and the Yellow Mammoths looking to regroup here with 2.5 minutes left on the clock.
Pancake mid-air is going to be setting it up. Ooh, that was very close. He's going to be credited at least with a shot on goal there, and a double commit coming out from the Yellow Mammoths trying to clear. Jay Blank comes in. Major deflects it off to the side. Crayon is able to beat Pancake toward the goal. Can they take advantage of this? Hollix is chasing after the ball, but it's too late. That's going to be the second goal for the Mammoths.
That ball just had too much momentum on it for Hollix to be able to stop it from his angle. Great play here by Cran, punishing the Swerve, and this is something we've talked about with the Swerve quite a bit, is they sometimes are just a tad bit too aggressive. And sometimes aggression can be a good thing, but sometimes things like that can happen. But when you have a 5-2 lead, you have a lot of room to play with. As Jay Blank's immediately going to try and get one back. He gets a demo onto Cran, but me on Switch is able to steal it away and at least get it back towards midfield.
Right, as you're talking about too much aggression, Fish, they come out right off the kickoff with a demolition. So they still have plenty left, and Pancake is going to be fighting Major here. It gets pushed, pinched off to the side. Now here comes Jay Blank. And Major beat him to it. He's waiting for the play. Pancake was right behind Jay Blank there, but Major's still looking for that clear. Hollix is going to center it over, and me on Switch comes in. Another demo coming out from Crayon there. Jay Blank plays it around Major, is going to be pushing it up the field, dribbling it up the field. Wow, Major gets demoed again, and Jay Blank just missing the ball there. But my goodness, that is the 5th demolition for the Swerve this game thus far.
Finally get one back onto Hollix since this ball's still on this blue side. Time ticking down. There's Hollix from that midfield stripe. There's the hat trick for him. And the Swerve have a 6-2 lead, and you expect this to probably hold, but I love the aggression that we're seeing so far from the Swerve, just shot after shot.
Well, now we're going to move on to the next kickoff. Just a little over a minute left. Yellow Mammoths would have to probably get a goal off the kickoff here if they want to stay in this game. But right now it's Pancake who has control of the ball. Is going to be grounding it toward the goal, and a great save there from Neon Switch. Now the clear coming out from the Yellow Mammoths. Jay Blank is going to be trying to hop up into the air to get the clear. With some help from Hollix, he does indeed find it. Another demo onto Major Mayhem. Make that 6 demos now this round for the Swerves.
Pancake trying to get one more. Neon Switch does make a fantastic save. And Major Mayhem's at least going to clear it towards midfield. 30 seconds left, though, and the Swerve are pretty much all but won this game. There's another demolition from Jay Blank onto Cran. Pass it over to Jay Blank. It's stopped by Major Mayhem. But unfortunately, the Yellow Mammoths have not been able to find a shot in the last minute or so. Jay Blank can't quite slam it down. And another opportunity missed for the Swerve, but a 6-2 lead, it doesn't really matter too much.
Yeah, this is just insane what the Swerve has managed to do. The shot differential is so insane right now as the clock ticks down. And I don't think the Mammoths can come back for this first game at least. That is going to do it. Swerve picking up the first win. And Fish, I just did a final tally before that round ended. The shots on goal differential for the Yellow Mammoths, they got 4 shots on goal. For the Swerve, 18.
I mean, we talked about that's in Doc's keys to the game, which is don't let teams have multiple attempts. And I think that's something that the Barracudas and the Lynx and the Swerve all do very well, is that one shot turns into 2, sometimes 3, sometimes even 4, and they really just suffocate you out. And this Swerve team, that aggressive style as well, when you're getting demos, they use the demos very well to kind of extend offensive pressure. This Swerve team, style change from what we've seen previously, and I really like it because even though they've been a bit too aggressive, they allowed a couple cross-map goals, they really just kind of sucked the life out of the Yellow Mammoths there, especially offensively, and never allowed them to get that clear. The only way it got cleared is when the ball reset for a kickoff.
And to be fair, the only times that we really saw them leave open goals is really already when they had 3 to 4 goals. So they had a lot of comfort there in just kind of trying something different. When it really came down to it and they were only 1 or 2 goals away, they didn't leave too many opportunities for the Yellow Mammoths to score.
Yeah, I absolutely love what the Swerve have done. This team, they look like they want to get that revenge on the Barracudas, which sometimes you can, play a little bit too much into, and that's all you're focused on. So I love how the Swerve team has said, you know what, our goal is to beat the Barracudas. That's the only way we know we can win this grand final, but we're going to take care of business first. We'll see what the Yellow Mammoths can do. This is a talented team who ran the table in Group B. Right off the kickoff, Hollix going to win that one cleanly. A bad touch by Cran, but Major Mayhem's able to bail him out. Loses control of the ball, but we do see a member of the Swerve go racing past it. And now a great opportunity for the Yellow Mammoths here in the opening seconds.
Swerve pushing it up with Jay there off the backboard. A demo onto Crayon. Again, it has been all the Swerve for the demos in this past game. As we're moving on into game 2, they are certainly still bringing out. Look at that, though. Open goal is going to be punished severely by Crayon.
That's the problem if you play just too aggressive. Open yourself up for things like that. Nobody back in rotation. Hollix was over getting that full boost in the corner. Got to have somebody ready for shots like that. Fantastic effort by the Yellow Mammoths to be able to take that lead and not give up hope after how that game 1 went. And a great kickoff here as well. Neon Switch racing in. Major Mayhem is going to take a follow-up shot. But Pancake's able to clear that one away and at least keep it out of his own net. Now Jay Blank, great play off the wall there. Gets to Hollix, but that shot just pushed a little bit too wide of the net.
Neon Switch over toward the goal, stopped by Jay there, has to stop it again. Hollix is actually going to be credited with the save there, but Crayon is going to be trying to dunk it down, isn't able to do it. Pancake picks up the boost and is now going to go for the clear, just waiting for Neon Switch to go out of there. Jay stopping that center coming through there. Crayon tries to center again. Is the follow-up coming through just a little bit too late from Neon Switch. Right now, the Yellow Mammoths maintaining really good side control.
Great clear by Jay Blank. He tried to throw Meon's wedge off his rhythm with a nice demo attempt there, but he was able to dodge it. Cran makes the save. Jay Blank following up, plays it off the backboard. Here comes Pancake with the shot. Huge demolition from Jay Blank, but Major Mayhem was there as that backup goalie. Holix one more time here off the backboard. Jay Blank grounds it in. Major Mayhem makes another huge save. Ball's right in front of the net. Holix just going to clear it away to keep the possession alive. Pancake looks for the recenter. Meon switches it right back into the corner. Pancake one more time, trying to set it up for a teammate. He's just going to clear it to an open corner where Holix is waiting.
Swerve, almost getting the opportunity to score a goal there. Follow-up just was a little bit too late as Meon switch is going to be pushing it off to the side of the field. Major tries to take it, but doesn't have the altitude to do so. That's going to give Pancake the opportunity to try to push it to a goal with the follow-up from Jay Blank. Only Pancake's going to be credited with the shot there. That's another shot on goal there from Holix. One of the things that the Swerve can just be unrelenting is shot after shot after shot on goal.
Talked about it last game. They're keeping it up here. You see only 3 shots for the Yellow Mammoths versus the 6 of the Swerve. The Yellow Mammoths in the lead as Jay Blank going to carry it over 1, but Cran's not going to have any of that. He'll blast it on net. Holix makes a great save. Major Mayhem gets a follow-up shot. Demolition, though. But you can't demo when there's nobody in the net. I think that demo ends up costing the Swerve more than it helped them.
You can see they just moved completely off to the side. Yeah, that was just Jay Blank going for that demo and leaving that goal completely open there. That's really the second time both of these goals have been really just the Yellow Mammoths punishing the Swerve for just getting too aggressive.
Just communication breakdowns. Maybe Jay Blank thought somebody was going to the net. Those can happen as long as you correct them. It's not a major issue, and the Yellow Mammoths getting closer and closer to evening up this series. Pancake above the net, trying to play it away from Major Mayhem. Cran's going to make it 3-0. And game 1 looks to be a fluke as the Yellow Mammoths with dominant control of this game and a 3-0 lead with 1:40 on the clock.
I don't know if there's realistically enough time considering these two teams for the Swerve. There is if you count 30 seconds for each goal. But right now, it is very tightly scheduled for Swerve. They're going to have to come alive here if they even just want to tie it up. And a great save there from Major. He's going to stop that shot on goal. And look at the Swerve. They are starved for boost right now, whereas the Yellow Mammoths have plenty to make the plays that they need to. Crayon is going to ground that ball, pass over to Meon, switch over toward the side. Now going to try for another shot on goal. Holix isn't going to be able to find it there.
Major Mayhem absolutely popping off this game defensively. 4 saves to his name. And that is a big reason why the Swerve have been shut out so far. Pancake makes a save. He's going to try and carry it the length of the field. He's got Jay Blank there right next to him. Will take it from him. Major Mayhem, who else, makes another fantastic save. Ball gets bounced off that sidewall. Jay Blank barely gets a nose on it. Holix got to keep it alive, but it's Major Mayhem, of course, who clears that one away. And now he's trying to set up one more offensively for good reason, but it hits off the crossbar. Great opportunity, but Cran comes charging in. Otherwise, that was a wide open net. Major Mayhem gets one more shot, but the Swerve able to clear it away.
Here comes the Swerve next opportunity to try to get at least one goal on the board, but again, they do not have that much boost. Now, Holix did manage to fill back up, so now they have what they need, but they're getting pushed back again from the Yellow Mammoths. Crayon is going to be fighting Pancake for this. Meon switch comes in, allowing Pancake to rotate back, fill up on boost again. And there's no time left for the Swerve to even get one sort of goal, and that's just going to be a little bit of extra salt in the wound for the Swerve.
Just a great job, a great game here by the Yellow Mammoths to be able to come back after getting beat 6-2. Kind of maybe, you know, thought, oh, you know, maybe the Swerve are just a better team, but they come back, absolutely dominate this game too, and really send us to a best-of-3 series now, tied at 1 aside. And it's going to be very interesting to see who strikes first in Game 3 as that ball will just get grounded immediately, knowing that there's nothing the Swerve can do down 4-0. I wasn't expecting this. I thought maybe the Yellow Mammoths would win 1-0, maybe 2-1, maybe in overtime. I did not expect them to come out and just basically match the Swerve, punish every single thing they did wrong. And really, Major Mayhem stands out. I think 4 saves at the end of that game, several that weren't even counted, a lot of great defensive effort. If the Swerve want to get back in control of the series, they've got to find a way to bump and demo Major Mayhem because he absolutely was a lockdown defender.
Yeah, that was the main thing I wanted to bring up, too, was if you counted the shots on goal overall that the Swerve had, even though they didn't score anything, it was still near 10 shots on goal. It might have been 1 or 2 short, 8 or 9. But it was at least 8, probably 10, and all of those managed to be saved and deflected by the Yellow Mammoths. So really, it wasn't just their ability to punish the mistakes of the Swerve, but they had such great defense that game.
I'm really curious to see, because there was a couple times where they demoed, I think it was me on Twitch, but Major Mayhem just comes in and makes a fantastic save. And so that's the one where you expect a lot of those demos probably to be targeted on Major Mayhem, try and take him out of the play and make it to be me on Switch and Cran who make those defensive plays. But me on Twitch, a very talented player, seen phenomenal growth since joining the Esports Tower from Platinum to Champ, which is absolutely phenomenal and definitely a player that can take over the game. But I think if Major Mayhem even has 1 or 2 misses, I think that's how the Swerve get back into it because, as you mentioned, they're still putting a ton of shots on goal. And we've seen players have a couple good defensive games, but it's so hard to consistently make save after save. But it might not matter. It's off the kickoff. Cran going to make this a 1-0 game already with a nice little cheat after that ball kind of got popped up and Pancake couldn't find it.
What a great start there. And I really think it's kind of like a double-edged sword when you kind of have one of these star defensive players. Yes, it's great that Major is making so many saves here, but in a way that just shows the Swerve who they have to focus on and who they have to take out in order to get these goals. So huge target on Major's back right now. Pollux is going to be able to center it up, and Major is going to be driving it up the field with help from Crayon there. Pancake stops them in their tracks, displaying around both of them. Drive the ball back up to the Mammoth's goal, centering it for Jay, who doesn't find the goal there.
Pollux and Pancake going to have to retreat. And we see now Major Mayhem. Pancake steals it away from him, though. That's what the Swerve needed. They punish Major Mayhem, who can't carry the ball away from Pancake. And that is exactly what the Swerve needed to tie this game up in Game 3.
Now that they've tied it up, it is still very competitive. We're not even 1 minute into this. And now Pancake is going to get the better of that kickoff there. Jay is going to be fighting to try to center it, but all the members of the Mammoth are crowded in that one corner. Now they split up as Crayon pushes it up the field, centering it up for Neon. Ooh, it just goes to the right of the goal. A nice try there, but no goal quite yet. And now Pancake is going to be the one to stop that shot from Major. It's Pollux and Jay. Jay is the one to clear it back, but Neon stopping it, pushing it right back toward the Swerve's goal.
Major Mayhem once again, but Pancake clears it away. Oh, they bump him out of the way. That's a great play. Now it's up to Cran and me on Switch to make the save. They'll rise to the occasion. Major Mayhem gets back in time and makes another great save. Ball gets played around by Jay Blank, but there's me on Switch. Team effort here. Right off the crossbar for Pancake. Pollux comes racing in, and defensively the Yellow Mammoths are just sucking the life out of the Swerve.
Well, maybe a little bit of a shot in the arm here for the Swerve if they can get something going with Pollux. Pushing it off to the corner. Jay Blank comes in there, both of them in that corner, allowing the Mammoths to clear it back over. Pancake's going to be the one yet again who has to try to find the clear. It's going to be Jay with a great shot there, pushed off to the side by Major, is going to be credited with the save there. Now the ball gets pushed way back over to the Swerve's goal. Pollux is going to be the one in mid-air. It's going to be grounded near the center. Pancake picks up the slack, back over to Pollux with the pass over to Jay, and what great passing to drive the ball back toward the Mammoth's goal.
Oh, Pancake with another great steal from Major Mayhem. Me on Switch makes a great play. Pollux and Crane get tied up. Me on Switch can't quite find it. Couple of misses on that ball. Pancake whips around on a quick 180. Steals that one away from Cran. Passes over to Jay Blank. Major Mayhem in the net makes the first save. And unfortunately, that means the Swerve are now going to have to retreat. They do get a demo onto Cran, but what does it matter as Major Mayhem's trying to take it in himself. Gets stopped. Now they got to be careful. Cran's the last line of defense, and he makes a great stop to at least force that ball off center.
Here comes Pollux, just off and a little bit up into the left, is unable to find that. It's still tied up with 2 minutes left. Jay doesn't get the clear that he was looking for in that contest there. Pancake fills back up on Boost, is able to steal it away from Crayon. Jay in just the right position to push it back. Neon pushing it off to the side. Now here comes Hollix, going to be looking to play around Crayon and center it up for one of the other two members of the Swerve. They keep the clear from coming through. Now Hollix is coming back toward the goal. Oh, what a shot there from Crayon at a very crucial time.
Fantastic goal from Crayon. It starts all with a great centering pass for Major Mayhem, who has been doing everything for this Yellow Mammoth team. And now with a minute 35 on the clock, can they Swerve crack this Yellow Mammoth defense one more time? Off the kickoff, they nearly do. Ball ends up ricocheting around quite a bit. Hollix takes advantage of the confusion, barely misses off to the left. Pancake gonna keep that one alive. He's gonna center it off the wall for Hollix. Jay Blank waiting around in that net, trying to be that disruptive force, and it pays off. Pancake, bottom left corner, it's a tie game.
Yeah, Pancake just barely came in there at the right time. If it had just been a little, oh, Neon Switch just missed it by just a little bit, allowing Pancake to get the shot that he needed. Neon Switch had just been a little bit to the left there, that shot wouldn't have gone through. Now Hollix with a great cheat from behind, scores a goal right off the kickoff, and all of a sudden, Swerve are back in the lead.
Insane turnaround here, as you mentioned. Hollix just cheats it up. Nobody accounts for Major Mayhem over getting Boost. Neon Switch just kind of caught in no man's land. And the Swerve in 20 seconds score 2 goals to take the lead. See if they can add one more as an insurance goal, or if the Yellow Mammoths can send us to maybe overtime. Here's that ball, bounces over a pair of them. Hollix gonna back pass it to Jay Blank, who hits off the crossbar. Ball's just sitting there. Finally, Major Mayhem clears it. The Swerve came oh so close to a third goal in 30 seconds.
I mean, you can't underestimate the mental impact that this can have of the Yellow Mammoths being in the lead, and then all of a sudden, in just 20 seconds, it's taken away from them. And Swerve can keep up that momentum. They will be driving themselves to match point here. Pancake doesn't want this clear to go through. Is they're going to pass it over to Jay, who just hits it off to the right just a little bit too far. Neon Switch isn't able to find that clear, and the amount of time that they're taking to get their clear here, every second counts for the Swerve to drain it off the clock, and 2 demos back-to-back stops any offense that the Mammoths had.
Major Mayhem gonna make another great save here. He needs to turn this one around. Crayon gets demoed though. The Swerve have figured it out with 14 seconds left. That feels like the dagger that's going to put him on match point.
Well, if demos, we have seen teams been able to turn it all around with demos, and at just the right moment that the Swerves needed, they stopped the Yellow Mammoth's ability to try to tie it up with 2 demos, and then they used the 3rd demo to get an insurance goal. And with 5 seconds left in this match, all that ball needs to do is hit the ground, and Swerve will be looking very pretty to move on to the finals here.
Ball does touch the ground, and as you mentioned, Jen, the Swerve now on match point. The Yellow Mammoths came oh so close, but in just that 20-second window, they go from leading 2-1 to trailing 3-2. And then they unfortunately give one more in at the very end. And I think these teams are so incredibly close. It just feels like the Swerve have that complete package. I think defensively, the Yellow Mammoths are the better team, especially with Major Mayhem. They just don't have a consistent way to turn defense into offense that we've seen a lot of teams that play that passive style struggle with. And I think until they figure that out, the Yellow Mammoths will probably have a goal here, a goal there, maybe even have a game where they just shut out the other team. But I just don't think, unless you can put up 3-4 goals consistently, you're going to be able to compete with the Swerve here. And I think the Swerve get this done probably in the next game, and a very close game nonetheless.
Now, not only for the bracketed stage have the Swerve shown their ability to just have unmatched aggression with all of these demos, but they also showed a lot of that in the group stage, Fish, and this has really been kind of a change-up of style for them. Do you think there's any reason why they've done that?
I mean, the biggest thing you have to look at is last time they were in the grand finals, which they're now 5 minutes away from, they got swept by the Barracudas 3-0. They knew something had to change, and we'll see if they win. They'll play the Barracudas, and maybe this new style will lead to a more exciting series. But first, got to worry about getting past the Swerve as Major Mayhem tries to clear near midfield, not quite able to. Cran, who's been excellent in this series, gets a long pass down. Here comes Neon Switch. His shot going to go wide of the net, but he will get a demo to keep the possession alive. Fortunately, can't quite get it off the wall, so Cran will have to go over there and recenter it up for himself or a teammate, Jay Blank and Pancake, and play a bit of keep away here and clear that ball back to center field.
Neon Switch pushing it off before Pancake can get to the ball. Crayon is going to try to push it above those two players, getting a clear, but Hollick stops it. Neon Switch tries again, but isn't able to find it. And now a shot from Major there does indeed manage to clear it over. Now Jay's going to be looking, who does he want to pass it to, or is he just going to try to contest with Crayon with a great pinch off of the wall there, is able to clear it back into the blue field.
Cran misses that attempt to stop the rebound. Jay Blank finds it himself. It's a huge demo onto Cran, but there was no follow-up. Major Mayhem defensively holding strong. Ball still centered up, but Cran off the respawn, just going to hit it back to that orange side. Game 4 here of our second semifinals. Winner of this plays the Barracudas in the grand finals, and the Swerve are 1 game away.
Crayon stopping a shot on goal from going through there. Now Major is going to be driving up. Pancake pushes it off to the side, can fill back up on Boost there, does indeed, but Crayon comes in while he was off to the side picking up Boost to try to clear it back up. Not much is going to come from that though. Pancake is going to be centering it up for Jay, who is waiting to try to score the goal, but misses. And now it's Hollex's turn, and a crucial miss from Neon there is going to keep the side control for the Swerve.
Pancake can't keep it alive, but Jay Blank will. There's Major Mayhem, though, in the corner. Now he has a great opportunity. Plays it around 1. Hollix racing back. Can't quite get it away from Major Mayhem, though. Almost 2.5 minutes gone by in this game 4. Nobody scored yet, but Jay Blank might be able to change that, but his shot goes wide, barely in front of the net.
Now the ball goes all the way over to the other side of the field. Neon Switch gets demoed there by Hollex. Can they take advantage of it? Ooh, just a miss there. Hollex picks up the pieces after Jay missed in midair there and finds the first goal of this game.
You see, they get Major Mayhem away from the goal. He's not able to make the save. Neon Switch comes oh so close. That first goal is huge for the side of the Swerve, and you can see 3 shots for the Swerve, none yet for the Yellow Mammoths, and this passive play style can have its downfall, but Cran has a great opportunity, and he gets it back. It just like that. It's a 1-1 game.
Ooh, both of these teams have been able to tie it back really quickly, as Hollix is just a little bit too late there. Crayon beats him to it. And now this next kickoff could prove to see who goes into the lead again. Hollix is going to get the better of that. As Major goes, fills up completely on Boost, but what a play there from the Swerve, stopping that clear. Now the clear comes through from Crayon. Hollix picks up 100 Boost, uses it to try to flick it back towards the center of the field. Now Jay's going to be fighting Neon for this ball here, is able to get the better of that contest there, and is now going to be looking to center it up. All he has to do is play by Major.
Well, great job by Hollix. He gets the center. Pancake went high and Hollix went low, and they both missed on the ball. Jay Blank and Neon Switch both kind of bumping around for it. Hollix ends up with possession. Cran will challenge him but not get the ball anywhere. Double commit does come out till Neon Switch tries to clear it, but Jay Blank stops that one. Now Jay Blank looking for the demo. He bumps him out of the way. Everybody misses on it until Neon Switch barely gets a nose on it. Almost a huge play. Now Neon Switch in a 1v1. Pancake just going to blast it back. Cran off the respawn here. Can he get to the ball in time? Yes, he can.
Now with a little over a minute left, this is going to be crucial for Major, but Neon Switch gets demoed by Jay, taking some of the heat out of the offense from the Mammoths. Jay with the crucial, ooh, the ball was just a little bit too far to the left there. That kind of saved Jay there for missing that ball there. And both him and Pancake are kind of bunched up in the corner. Pancake doesn't manage to find that clear there. A nice little redirect from Hollix there, and Jay over to the right post. Just very crucial miss. But Hollix manages to find it.
Yeah, great job here by Hollix to get the goal, the insurance goal. Unfortunately, you see Cran and Major Mayhem are going to run into each other, stopping a potential save attempt. And unfortunately for the Yellow Mammoths, we're going to see if they're able to come back here, but they have just not been able to generate much offense. Only 1 shot to their name. Jay Blank nearly makes it 3-1, and which would really just end this game outright. Hollix trying to set up Pancake. Swerve, no, they basically need 1 more goal. There it is. Jay Blank scores. And unless something crazy happens in our final 30 seconds, I think that means the Swerve are heading to the grand finals.
Yeah, this kickoff is really going to be the only opportunity here for the Mammoths to stage some sort of comeback. So here we go. It all comes down to this. A last-minute chance for the Mammoths. Could be coming through there with great play by Major, but can they follow up on that? Crayon comes in just a little bit too late. That left plenty of time for the Swerves to get in position and drive this ball back up the field. Pancake is going to be looking to get the clear here, but it goes just a little bit off to the left there. The Pancake doesn't need to save that. Instead, now they've burned off enough time for them to just run out the clock and go on to the finals.
Time will tick down on this game 4. The Yellow Mammoths put in a fantastic effort. And I think them and the Lynx are definitely teams you want to watch out for to sort of crack this upper echelon of teams for the second week in a row. It will be the Swerve and the Yellow Mammoths in the grand finals. The Swerve get revenge for the beatdown they took last time, a 3-0 sweep at the hands of the Barracudas, because the Barracudas in their final week before Prodigy leaves for a new Esports Tower team come out on top. Before we get to that, though, if you want to be seen by expert college recruiters, talk directly to esports industry insiders like pro athletes, team general managers, and game producers, then join the club. Esports Tower players get insider access to industry insights, and with our featured rumbles, recruiters are taking notice as well. It's a great way to score exposure if you're looking to land your path to pro, or if you want to land a collegiate scholarship. esportstower.com if you haven't checked them out quite yet. But it's time for our grand finals. We take a look at our bracket to see how we got there. We get the rematch that I'm sure the Swerve were hoping for. The Barracudas very confident, but have been a bit sloppy. And who do you like before we take a break and get to our grand finals in this final match of the night, Jim?
You know, I think the Barracudas, this is the last time that they have this top-tier lineup to take the win. And just having one more last hurrah with all three of the players that have formed such a great alliance, I can see them taking the win here. But Swerve, like you said, they want to take that revenge for last game. So both teams have plenty of motivation to pull out the win here.
We're going to take a short break, and we'll be back with our grand finals. Who's qualifying for the next Box Fight Championship? Is it the Barracudas again, or can the Swerve be first-time champions? Don't go anywhere. Our grand finals of this week's Esports Tower Rumble are coming up next.
Are you guys ready? How do you guys are ready, bro? Here we go. Prepare your ears, chat. Prepare your ears. Here we go. Yes, sir. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Schmied Cup. They're not going to be ready for this. Oh! Oh! Nitro with 2, 3.
Get down. Dark wave. Get down.
Well, he got the ace. He got the ace to close it. Corey is your first Schmied Cup champion. UFC events, brought in some heavy hitters to support this tournament. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was the first Schmied Cup. Hashtag never alone,
Hello, I'm Rajneesh Khanna from iCultivewear and Chopra Foundation. Mental health has been brought up a lot recently and proven to be at the forefront of our conversations. As we begin to understand how comprehensive it is, We should open up a conversation that mental health is not one size fits all. We all need help, or just someone to talk to from time to time.
You know, mental health is a very serious thing, so I'm glad that we were able to run this tournament and showcase and just show that and help support that cause, you know, for mental health. So thank you guys so much. Let me go talk to the Esports Tower team. Yo, what's going on, guys?
Hello, man.
So, how did it feel playing against 10s?
I was shaking.
Yeah.
Shaking the entire time.
You guys got rounds, right? So that's all that matters.
Yeah.
And don't feel down. You
No, I
literally
think
just
I
played.
I feel great right now.
I'm coming out.
Yeah, you guys literally played against one of the most stacked teams, I think, of this tournament. All the people that are watching too, like, you guys can do this as well. You guys can earn your chance. So look up Esports Tower, and they're doing good things over there.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives.
and led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full time.
While I work full time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Hello and welcome back into the Boise State Esports Arena. It's time for the grand finals of this week's Esports Tower Rumble. Find out who will be the qualifier for the next Box Fight Championship. The Barracudas, last time they were in the grand finals, they cruised to a 3-0 win against the Swerves, and it's a rematch. See who comes out on top. Fish and Gem here calling all the action. We've got one series left to go, and it is a rematch of our grand finals from 2 weeks ago. The Barracudas came out on top, and it's the last week for this squad to stay intact. Prodigy leaving for a new team. Can the Swerve ruin his going away party, or can the Barracudas come out on top one last time, Gem? We're about to find out, and so far, I think the Swerve have been the better team in the games we've seen tonight.
I mean, overall, the two possibilities for upsets were going to be the Lynx and the Yellow Mammoths, but overall, if we had to give a prediction at the very beginning of this night of who we thought was going to make it to the finals, it would have been the Barracudas and the Swerves, two teams that have already made it to this point and two teams that have a bit of history now. So the Barracudas, can they continue their winning streak and go on to BFC again? We're going to find out very soon, but of course, before a game like this, you can always have just a little bit of advice to get you in the right mindset, can't you, Fish?
Indeed you can, and that will be the advice from Doc. Doc's keys to the game, which are presented by the Esports Tower. Score pro advice at esportstower.com. Improve your game sense, improve your team play, improve your performance under pressure. You can match with great players and professional coaches to help you rank up. And it's time for our grand finals, Barracuda and Swerve. Starting to build a bit of a history, but only one of these teams has ever won a championship, and that is the Barracudas. The Swerve looking to become first-time champs, qualify for that BFC Rocket League Cup. Last time, Barracudas, we said, they won 3-0. The Swerve have been practicing relentlessly to close the gap and get their revenge. Let's jump into game one and see who's going to come out on top of this best of 5, the Barracudas or the Swerve. Swerve have, like I said, looked like the better team all night. And we'll see what they could do here in game number 1 as that ball is going to get cleared back into the blue side. iProd in that goal, just going to blast it over to the other side. Demo on the Quez, though, going to stop that play in its tracks.
Now Magic is going to be trying to get some boost back here. The boost is actually not available in the corner there. So Jay comes up the side here. He's going to be driving it around the corner. iProd looking to get a clear here, but Swerve have to be careful. They don't have any boost right now. So that's going to allow the Barracudas to drive it back towards Swerve's goal. In comes Hollix, is able to find the clear there, is now going to be contesting with Quez. Can they get the center up? Quez with combination from Magic there. That was a beautiful stop to the Swerve's forward push with that demo.
Magic going to try and get a pass over to Quez, but Hollix will just take care of it himself. Now Pancake dribbling forward, drops it on net, but iProd with a great read. Magic and iProd actually going to collide on that one, and that blows a chance for a nice clear. Gives the Swerve possession, and Jay Blank makes him pay. Very poor double commit going to come out. We don't quite see it, but we see the tail end result, and that's Jay Blank with the first goal of the grand finals.
And that's really kind of what you want to start out with, especially with all that's weighing on the Swerve's minds right now. Getting beaten so bad last time against the Barracudas, any sort of way to kind of change their mindset and say this is an entirely new match, this is an entirely new week, will be great for them as Jay goes to get another goal. iProd with the save there is going to stop that from going through.
Still got a retreat though as Quez gets blasted out of the way by Jay Blank. Magic going to be able to make that save, and now Quez carries it upfield, gets it around Hollix, also gets it around around Jay Blank before he gets taken out of the play. Pancake looking for a clear. iProd and Jay Blank collide. Now Jay Blank with a great chance here. His shot just goes wide, and Magic's able to keep it clear of the net.
iProd there is going to be pushing it off towards Jay Blank, who gets it off to the side there. Now Quez centering it up for Magic, isn't able to find the goal there. Now we're under 3 minutes now. Who's going to come up and try to stop this clear? It's going to be Pancake there. Quez with the pop off the roof there, over to Magic there. Jay isn't able to get to that ball there. And so now here comes Quez. His clear is stopped by Pancake.
Pancake gonna play it back to Jay Blank, pops it up in the air, waterfalls it right in front of the net. Scary spot, but Hollix just barely misses. iProd now with a chance. He's gonna try and dribble it up the field. Pancake makes a fantastic save. Another double commit coming out from the Barracudas between Magic and Quez, but it does not matter. Quez gets the goal, and it's 1-1.
Well, this is exactly the type of matchup that I would like to see. A bit of unfortunate there. Might have actually just been Quez looking to rotate out, and the rotation just came through a little bit too soon there for iProd there. But nonetheless, the Barracudas managed to tie it up. We have a little bit over 2 minutes left in this first game. Now Magic there, wow! Well then.
Fantastic shot, Magic doing it himself. Pancake gets, unfortunately, double taps it when I don't think he wanted to. That put the ball right in Magic's lap. And just like that, Magic, who's headed off to Bay State on a Rocket League scholarship, scores the second goal and puts the Barracudas on top. But they've still got to hold on for the next 2 minutes as we see Jay Blank try and put it in front of the net. That ball will get cleared away. iProd and Hollix going to collide. Ball stays on that blue side. Magic now with possession. Plays it over. Pancake. It's a one-on-one versus him and Jay Blank in the corner. Plays it around Jay Blank, but has to bail. Just lost too much speed.
Now Jay Blank is going to dribble it up the field. Manages to get it. Oh, wow. What a lucky angle there from Jay Blank, getting a whole goal by himself.
It's just hit by iProd, and the ball just kind of takes a funky hop, as you said, Jem. And Jay Blank will take that. His second goal of the game. Anybody need to step up for the Swerve, they'll take the goal, whether they, it was skill or luck. And a fantastic effort from Jay Blank here. Get the Swerve even, as now Magic gets demoed as he tries to dribble it up near midfield. Quez has iProd, but it gets stolen away by Hollix, and the Barracudas have got to look to retreat here and not allow another goal.
Now Jay going to try to center it. iProd misses crucially. That could be the opening that they need there. Ball is still in the center of the field. Magic is going to both of them miss there. So the ball heads back towards Swerve's goal. iProd is going to set it up, just up and to the right. A miss from Magic there gives the opening that the Swerve needs to clear it way back over toward the goal where Quez is. Now here comes Hollix there, rounding the ball, but it is back toward the Swerve's goal crucially with under a minute left.
iProd bullying that ball in. Pancake forced to make a fantastic save. Ball gets stolen away from Jay Blank. His Magic looking to set something up, but his partner Quez gets demoed. iProd came in, but he was a little bit behind that ball. Great demo there from the Swerve. Now Pancake racing upfield. Fortunately going to get stopped by Magic. Ball kept alive by Jay Blank, but a big clear comes out, and Hollix has got to retreat.
30 seconds left. If no goal is scored, we will be going into overtime here. Quez is trying to set it up. Hollix drives it around the corner there. Ball is going to get grounded there. still not the position that the Barracudas want. Quez now gets it in front of the goal, but there is Hollix there at 50-50 going in favor of Hollix there, leaving it for J Blank to dribble it up the field like he did before. Magic stops him though, and with only 2 seconds left, we are possibly going into overtime unless Magic scores it here, but it crucially goes off to the side, giving the Swerve just a little bit of life left.
Next goal wins. Be huge for the Swerve to take a 1-0 lead in the grand finals, especially after being swept 2 weeks ago. Quez gonna try and carry it up, gets it around Hollix, but J Blank makes a fantastic save. One more attempt as iProd racing in, but that one will be stopped. Magic at midfield at least prevents the clear. But Hollix sets it up for one more chance. iProd now in the corner, racing up. He's got Magic near midfield. It's the pass over, but it's just too far and too fast. There's no attempt, and Pancake clears it back.
J Blank laying it in front of the goal there. Here comes Hollix there off the backboard. Pancake's rotating back to try to get the follow-up with J Blank there, but it's just a little bit too far off to the left. Can they get another shot there? Quez is looking to clear it out, but here comes Pancake again. Another shot stopped by Magic.
iProd, can't quite get it on the clear. Magic should be able to find it. iProd will dodge away from that demo attempt from Pancake. And Pancake will just blast it back towards midfield where Quez is waiting. He'll elevate up in the air. Doesn't really have a teammate though, so he's got to be careful. Backboard off to Magic. One more shot. Ends up bouncing off of Quez at a very awkward angle. Magic now centers it up, but iProd's nowhere to be seen. Magic's got to take it himself. J Blank will just finally clear it away, and for the Barracudas, nobody helped out Magic on that possession.
Now here comes Hollix there, deflected by Magic off to the side. Pancake picks up the 100 boost away from the Barracudas. He's going to drive it to the other side of the field. Now pass over. It's going to leave it for Hollix there. J Blank has to step in here. Pushes it off to the corner. Now Pancake looking for this clear. Pushes it up above Quez. In comes Magic, is credited with a save there. We are almost 2 minutes into overtime, and it's only the first game.
Much closer than last week as iProd makes a fantastic save. J Blank looking for one more in the hat trick, but he can't find it. Quez gonna blast it down to the other side. Pancake's gotta be careful. Here comes Quez. He just barely misses on the game winner. iProd now gets enough to pass it over to Magic. J Blank is right there, and he's gonna carry it himself. J Blank 1-on-2. Quez immediately puts an end to that one. That's gonna allow Quez and Magic to kind of double commit on this ball. Scary spot, and just taking each other out of the play. The Barracudas can knock it out of their own way.
2 minutes, 30 seconds into overtime. This is fierce competition. Oh, and a miss there from the Swerve gives Barracudas a possible opening. They are still playing on Quez there. Ooh, deflected off to the side. Magic trying to set it up again, but this is the opportunity for the Swerves to get another clear. iProd is trying to center it up, but in comes Pancake, gets another clear, and a 3-minute overtime. Fish, is this the longest overtime you've seen?
Definitely one of the longest we've had in the Esports Tower for sure. And neither team really has come too close to ending it. Magic stops that ball in his tracks. Quez can't get the clear, but he does get the demo. Allows iProd now to clear it up. Across the field, J Blank does steal possession away, but he can't keep his momentum up on the ceiling. Double commit comes out, but Magic able to barely get a nose on that one. Passes it down to Quez. It's a 1-on-1. Quez versus J Blank, and J Blank makes the save. iProd gets one more chance here, but he overdrives it. And Pancake's able to find the clear.
Now Quez is going to go up on the wall, going to try to ground the ball there. Flicks it over to the side. Magic there off the crossbar, and crucial save by Pancake there. Now here comes Hollix there, plays it above the Swerve, but Quez stops the clear. Now Pancake has to try again, is able to play it over. Magic towards the goal, and Quez with a very crucial save here. Now we're 4 minutes into overtime.
iProd now looking to make a play. Gets demoed by Pancake, but the ball still bounces towards that midfield stripe. Magic just gonna launch it on net. J Blank with the save, but there's still a rebound here for iProd. Play it around Pancake up in the corner. iProd centers it up, but there's nobody there. Quez has to go retreating. Ends up losing the ball out to Pancake. Will bump him out of the way, but not for that ball right in front of the net. Oh, it gets muscled in by Pancake in a 1-on-2. A fantastic solo play as Pancake never lost pursuit of that ball and just barely squeaks it past iProd. And the swerve in a marathon overtime win game 1.
4 minutes, 25 seconds. It was basically the length of 2 games into one there.
Yeah, that is absolutely insane Rocket League. And really for the first 2-3 minutes of overtime, neither of these teams were very scared. There were not many great opportunities. So I think this is a huge win for the Swerve, who wanted revenge for last week's sweep. I know still losing, but not being swept isn't going to feel much better. But to be able to win in that fashion, absolutely huge for the Swerve, and we'll see how this carries into game 2, because right now the Swerve have everything going for them, and the Barracudas can't get out of their own way and just cannot manufacture good possessions because they have too many double commits.
I think I know what happened here, Fish. I think that these 2 Rocket League teams have been watching the Esports Tower and Valorant Rumble on Wednesdays, which you should also watch. But they've been seeing how long those games can go.
Yeah.
And the casters say, no, we're going to lose our voice on this game. And they said, you know what? We can do them one better and drive the overtime to over 4 minutes here. So I think they're trying to outplay the Valorant Esports Rumble teams to see how long their games can go.
Yeah, I hope we never have a game of Rocket League that goes even the 30 minutes, so that some of those shorter games in the Valorant style go. But 9 straight minutes is absolutely insane. There is, sort of that downtime in Valorant. But getting back to this series, what an incredible game by the Swerve. Everything coming together. I just think the biggest thing in it, I said it when this series started, it felt like tonight in particular, the Swerve have just been the better team. The Barracudas have had too many double commits, too many just poor possessions. As game 2 kicks off, we'll see if they're able to correct it, but Holix puts the Swerve on the board first, and they want that sweep of their own.
Give me a minute to catch my breath here. Holix is not going to allow that. Dunks it right down into the goal in less than 10 seconds in. Swerve starting this game off. Actually, I think they started their first game off, the previous game, the same way they did this one, with a goal right off the bat. It's got to put him in a good mood right now. As Holix is going to be in midair with a double tap off to the side, and whoa, was that that might have been an own goal there, I think, Fish. Just unfortunate there. Oh
no, Pancake got a touch on it. Pancake just beat the member of the Barracudas to the ball. Just like that, the Swerve, they push down the Barracudas and they don't stop swinging. Already a 2-0 lead, but plenty of time for the Barracudas to come back here in this game. This ball gets cleared away by Pancake. Magic gonna stop that one, and Pancake gets another attempt, the hero of game 1. As iProd follows this one, we'll see if the Barracudas can put together a good possession, but Pancake just get in the way of everything. Finally a back pass to Magic, but it's shot very wide and high of the net.
iProd stops the clear. Now Holix is looking for it. It's going to try to play it above iProd. It goes all the way back over to Quez there. He pushes it up above Pancake, who has to rotate back past Jay. And that is all Quez right there.
Fantastic solo effort here from Quez. It's who you look for when the Barracudas need a goal. He's been a phenomenal leader for this team ever since the roster started to shake up for the first time. He's been the consistent player. Him and Magic are a great dual threat. I cannot wait to see who gets added to this team. As we mentioned, Prodigy joining an all-Supersonic Legends Esports Tower team next week. This is iProd's final week with the Barracudas, and he wants to make a great showing of it as Jay Blank has other ideas, tries to double tap it, can't quite find it. Magic gonna blast it over to the other side, but a nice save by Holix Pancake.
Now iProd centering up for Magic. Great save there by Pancake. Is going to turn into a clear from the Swerve. Pancake looking for the goal. Saved by Quez, who pushes it back over to the corner. Holix is going to be fighting in the corner. Jay comes up the wall, misses. And now it is all Pancake to play defense here in their corner. iProd centers it just a little bit too high. No, not for Magic. He finds the equalizer.
This is when you know the Barracudas have figured things out. They do insane passes like that off the backboard, and Magic reads it perfectly, sneaks it past Holix and Pancake. And just like that, it's a 2-2 game. Just under 2 minutes gone by, and the Barracudas have rallied in a hurry. Right off the kickoff, though, they got to be careful. Oh, a great cheat by Holix. He just missed the follow-up shot.
Now Jay is trying to center it. iProd comes in there. Holix just above the goal. Is one of the Swerve going to come in? No, they are waiting back for Quez.
Quez flicks it up and toward the goal. It's just off the backboard there. Now Quez is going to try again. The center stops from Pancake there. But they managed to keep the side control going there. They still managed to keep it in Swerve territory. Magic stopping right there, and great play from him. But Jay Blank onto the empty goal, scores the third.
Fantastic read by Jay Blank. Sees that Magic hasn't been able to maintain possession, actually kind of loses it. Jay Blank just takes an opportunity, and iProd got a nose on it, but he wasn't there in time, and that ball still gets hit into the net. And the Swerve back on top. Jay Blank been playing out of his mind in this series. Off the kickoff, though, Quez nearly ties it up. Great demo on to Pancake, keep the ball alive. Quez not there in time, though, for a great shot. The Swerve will survive near disaster here.
Here comes Quez with a pass over to Prod here. Just centers it up for Magic, who finds the equalizer. It is 3-3 tied.
Barracudas have finally figured things out. Fantastic rotation. You even see Quez there was the next in line in case that got saved. The Swerve have awoken the beast. The Barracudas, after a sloppy game one, are here to play. The Swerve giving everything they can handle and more as Jay Blank off the kickoff, puts it down into the blue corner. Quez now going to clear it up. He has a wide open net, but Pancake makes a last second save. Quez keeps it alive. Every member of the Swerve has to make a defensive play here as Hollix finally clears it away. Ball kept alive with that midfield strive. Here comes Magic. He's got iProd down there. But Jay Blank with a great midair save, and now he's going to carry it up himself.
Now Quez stops the clear, and Magic goes for another shot off the crossbar, and Jay gets there right in time to push it off to the side. Now Pancake dribbling it up the field around Quez, over to Magic now. Magic with the pass, clear over to Quez there. The ball still is now going to be in the opportunity for the Swerve to score. Pancake is fighting, Prod gets demoed. Huge opportunity here for the Barracudas, and they managed to do it, and that was some great teamwork, not just from Magic, but Prod keeping the Swerve at bay.
Magic just showing and he can do it just as well solo as Quez. Puts that one in, gives the Barracudas the 4-3 lead. So the hats rain down on Magic, who has taken over this game. 3 goals, 6 shots, a save to boot. Absolutely the reason why the Barracudas have the lead is, unfortunately, they've got to be careful. A bunch of orange in front of their net. They do finally make the save, and it's who else but Magic now carrying it up. iProd down there in the corner trying to corral that ball. Jay Blank leading the charge. He's got Hollix right behind him, but Magic gets the ball. Double demo goes out with the ball on the orange side. Those respawns come through in quick enough time. Oh!
Oh
no!
Oh, no!
Pancake just missed on it!
What?
Pancake just absolutely chokes here.
Oh, no!
And he knew it. Nothing you can do. And you can't give the Barracudas opportunities like that. That is huge. Because now with under a minute left, it's a 2-goal differential.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, I know the Barracudas wanted an insurance goal, but I mean, they'll take it, sure, but man, if you want to earn a victory, man, it almost feels bad when it happens like that. Here comes Hollix, is going to be fighting with Quez for it. Quez up and off the backboard there. Magic again. Wow, a great save there from Jay. But the Barracudas have come alive right now in the final 30 seconds. Want to be making it a 3-goal lead.
Magic now looking to just kind of bleed some time out. There's those weird double commits as Quez just runs into him. With the goal differential, it's not going to matter, and it looks like Pancake's blunder will actually not matter in the long run either, as the Swerve never able to find that 4th goal. You don't know what could have been, but as the ball touches the ground, the Barracudas with a fantastic comeback. And now the question kind of becomes, how do Pancake and the Swerve mentally respond to a game that looked like was theirs, and then just a blunder on a chance to maybe at least force a tie and go back into a long overtime. I mean, these players did play 9 straight minutes, and they get maybe, 60 seconds between games, so it is easy to be mentally fatigued. Just an unfortunate set of circumstances, but at the end, it did not matter. The Barracudas come out on top regardless of that own goal allowed in by Pancake.
It's one of the most often recommended pieces of advice from here on the desk, and that's just to reset your mind and make every game 0-0. And with it's one, it's basically tied 0-0, a best of 3, a new best of 3 for us. So they just need not only for Pancake to mentally reset, but for the whole team to really pull together and say, don't sweat it. We'll come back and win this. So Swerve, you have what you need to win this game, and don't let mistakes like that really drag you down, because it all happens. It happens to all of us.
Oh, 100%. And I think that it is the mark of a good team and good coaching is how you're able to respond to those mistakes. And if you're able to, whoever, as we talk about all the time, Quez, notably is the in-game leader for the Barracudas. I don't know who fills that role in for the Swerve, if they have that sort of leadership role, if it is Pancake or maybe it is someone else like a Jay Blank or the other member of their team. Somebody's got to be able to step up and say, hey, you know what, guys, that's okay. Take a look at the facts. We're scoring the first goal in both these games. We could have easily won both of these games. Let's just get it done. Jay Blank, Pancake, and Holics, they have what it takes. Somebody's just got to step up and make a play, but it's Magic who steps up first, and he's going to take full opportunity. If there is still any sort of doubt in the Swerve's mind, the Barracudas are here to play with a great pass from Quez.
Yeah, right past Jay and Holics to score the first goal. Seems like all the goals have been scored just around the 10-second mark, but that is no indication that it is going to be a complete avalanche here, because it then gets tied up and is very competitive for the rest of the match. So look for the Swerve to be finding their clear here, and another goal. Pancake now is going to come in, fill up on boost, push it past Quez. Magic now pushes it back toward the Swerve goal. Holics there with a great clear off of the side, followed up by Holics again. It's just pushing it up the field single-handedly. Open goal, and Jay has to rush back in. That could have been punished really bad.
Shot just barely off target, nearly just kind of rolled in by itself, but the Swerve will escape with that one. As now Quez tries to take a shot. He does get it towards the net, but Pancake will demo him. High Prod getting bumped around. Pancake gonna play around Magic as well. Jay Blank with a wide open net. Quez can't get there in time. And the Swerve have tied it up just like that. A bit over aggression from the Barracudas, and there's nobody home to make a stop on that shot.
Well, if there's any way to recover from your own team leaving an open goal, then immediately score on the other team's open goal. Okay, into this next kickoff. We are a little bit over a minute into this match. Holics is going to be driving up the wall here, centering it up for Jay, who comes in, isn't able to find the goal. Pancake keeps the side control going. Prod now clears it way back over to where Quez is waiting, but Holics steals it away from them. Now over to Jay, who flicks it up and over. Holics is trying to keep it in midfield, and Pancake is going to have to rotate back to stop this. But a great play from Jay there to steal it away and get a goal too.
Holics with the cross mapper, and once again the Barracudas just leave the net wide open. Nobody's there. Don't even see, really. There's iProd coming in. Magic was sort of close, but the Barracudas, they're given a second chance in game 2, have thrown it away with 2 open net goals allowed in the first minute and a half. Now Pancake looking for one more. That net was wide open as well. Scary trend starting to develop here for the Barracudas as Pancake, this time a huge save from iProd with all 3 members of the Barracudas in the net. Jay Blank one more time. This one saved by iProd as well.
Now Quez with a shot on goal there, saved by Pancake. Magic's going to stop this clear, is going to be looking to center it up again where either Quez or Prod could take it. Runs right into Holics there, and the ball dies between both of them. And now Prod with another shot and a bump right into Pancake. Jay Blank there is going to be dribbling it up, tries to get another goal, but Quez steals it away from them. And the Swerve needs to be careful with the amount of boosts that they have. All 3 of them were down low there.
All 3 members in front of the net, but they are able to make a great save for Pancake. Holics centers it up. Pancake's shot, though, challenged by Quez, who now gets a great pass from iProd. They center it up for Magic. One chance, but the ball just bounces over him. I think Holics just got enough of a nose on it to push that ball out of the passing lane. Now Quez tees it up off iProd all the way down to that orange corner where Jay Blank was waiting. Gets just blasted out of the way. Holics going to make that save. Now it's Pancake's turn to take a shot. Magic going to stop that one, though.
Jay around the corner trying to play it around Quez. Ooh, almost managed to get a sneaky goal there, but Holics with the follow-up drives the Swerves to a 2-goal lead.
Fantastic play here by the Swerve. Jay Blank takes 2 members out of the play by himself. Once again, an open net here for the Barracudas. Not a mistake they make very often. See if they can come back in the final 2 minutes. Is off the kickoff. Magic will corral it. He'll play it off the ceiling. Great pass over to Quez, but the shot goes into the corner. Pancake now Holics able to corral it, but iProd challenges it. Jay Blake with a hit towards midfield. He's got Holics there. Redirects it open net. Scary moment once again, but the shot goes wide.
Well, another goal would certainly be a final goal for the Swerve to kind of lock in this second victory here. Now Magic is going to just get the nose onto it. Now Holics going for another goal. Prod is able to get the save there. It's going to go off to the side from Jay there. Follow-up. What a great save there from Pancake, because that was definitely going in the goal from Magic there. So Prod off into the corner. Pancake trying to center it. Doesn't get the altitude that he needs. And a great clear from the Barracudas is going to give them another opportunity to try to even it up somewhat here.
iProd plays it off the wall, centers it up for Magic. Shot goes high, water falls in front of the net. 60 seconds left. The Barracudas need 2 goals. Quez's shot turned away. iProd gets one more chance. You see Magic waiting in the wings, trying to make a play. Finally takes his opportunity, gets it around Holics and Pancake as well. Jay Blank, the last line of defense. Magic centers it up, but there's nobody there. Quez can't turn the ball in time, and a great chance missed here for the Barracudas.
Now with 30 seconds left, the Barracudas have to score a goal right now. But great play from Holics there is going to keep the ball in the Barracuda side of the field, not where they want to be. Magic is going to try to drive it up again. Can they get, oh, Quez with a very clutch goal. They have 15 seconds left. They're going to have to get something off this next kickoff.
Just a fantastic goal here from Quez. Top left corner, almost impossible to save that. As you mentioned, Jem, they've got to make a play on this kickoff here, or they'll be down and facing elimination. Magic with a great play. Gonna get it into that corner where Pancake is waiting. 10 seconds left. iProd pops it up in the air. Jay Blank turns it away for the first time, but the ball gets centered on a bad touch. It's Quez all alone, but Pancake makes a great play. The ball, ooh, I don't know. Sometimes that doesn't count as the floor, but this time it will. And the Swerve will go to match point, a spot that didn't look possible a few weeks ago. The Barracudas have fallen, and the Swerve now are 5 minutes away, Jem, from their first ever Esports Tower Championship.
Yeah, and being able to do it against one of the top teams would definitely be a great victory for them.
Yep.
Who do you think scores the goal? Because if there's anything to go on just from current trends, the goal is probably going to be scored in the first 15 seconds. So if you were to just predict who's going to get the first goal for the next team, who would you predict?
Well, that is a tough one. I mean, a lot of it's going to depend on how the kickoffs are set up, but I would have to think if there's anyone you expect to score a goal, it's probably Quez. He's been doing this for so long, has never missed an Esports Tower event, has really been the backbone of the Barracudas when they were at the highest of highs and at the lowest of lows, and now he's fought all the way back to put this as maybe the best team the Esports Tower has seen in quite a while. So I would expect it to be Quez, but you never know who's actually going to end up taking the kickoff based on the setup there, so it's so hard to predict. But I think it's Quez, and I'm really curious because so far the Swerve have been playing so fantastically well, but a lot of it has come because the Barracudas are the ones making the mistakes. Multiple 2 wide open goals that if those don't get allowed in, who knows how that goes. So I think that's all the pressures on the Barracudas because right now they're the ones making all the mistakes. We will see here game 4, Barracudas and Swerve off the kickoff. It's iProd's turn, as Jem predicted in the first 10 seconds. iProd gets it, though. Right off the kickoff, he reads the play from Quez perfectly, and the Barracudas have themselves in the 1-0 lead.
Now, that is no sign, though, of a complete blowout. It has been a quick goal and then a very long, drawn-out fight here. So now Prod is going to play it above Holics there. Pass Pancake toward the goal. And that was just some beautiful play there by Prod.
picked up by Magic for the goal.
It's another great team play. iProd centers it up. Magic's got a wide open net. Seen a lot of defensive mistakes here so far from both these teams in the grand finals. We're a long way from over. Still 4.5 minutes plus some on the clock here for the Swerve to even things out and maybe win their first ever championship. Pancake trying to make a play, does force out a double commit, which means Hollix gets to take a shot. But Magic's gonna clear it away. Quez gets a tap on it. Can he double tap it? Yes, he can. And it's 3-0.
Well then, this is quite uncharacteristic for this match so far. Barracudas have just found a way to be absolutely on fire, and we're not even 30 seconds in the match. We've had one goal every 10 seconds for this first half of a minute. Now the ball goes in favor of the Swerve for once here, and they might be able to turn it into a goal here as they demo iProd there. Pancake is going to try to play it around Quez. They manage to stop the ball somewhat, leaves it for Jay. Doesn't manage to center it, but Pancake actually gets the first goal for the Swerve.
Fantastic goal here by Pancake to keep the Swerve in it. Start to shrink this lead because they had the Barracudas in a very unfamiliar spot. It's been quite a while since the Barracudas were in a grand final facing elimination, and that's exactly where they are right now. But they've got that 3-1 lead. iProd now looking to add to it. He's got Quez right in front of him. Quez ends up bailing out on it, so iProd takes it solo. But Pancake makes a fantastic save. Jay Blank not quite able to get to it. Quez gets the demo. Now Hollix able to clear that one away. Just blast it over into the orange corner.
Hollix is going to come up here. Pancake leaves it ready for him. It's actually going to be either Hollix or Jay here to play defense if the Barracudas manage to clear the ball. Hollix pushes it over to center it. Magic is going to find that clear. Unfortunate double commit from the Barracudas. That is not what we want to see from them at this point here, especially when the stakes are so high.
Quez retreating, gets control of it near that midfield stripe. Can't quite play it around Pancake in the corner. Magic going to clear it all the way over to the other side where Hollix will blast it down. Quez just going to volleyball it right back. Jay Blank just forces it away from his own net with a nice pass over to Hollix. With a great pass to follow up to Pancake, takes a shot. The Magic in perfect position this time. The Barracudas have learned from those open nets of Game 3.
Quez gets the save there, pushes it all the way back to midfield, is now going to center it up for Prod to get the goal and get the fourth for the Barracudas.
It's a great effort. Quez makes a huge save, chases the ball the length of the field, gets it around Hollix and iProd in a perfect spot. You see Jay Blank was trying to get back, but very rarely do you see someone make a save and then end up hitting the ball all the way down to the other corner by himself. Fantastic effort by Quez, who, as we said, is the backbone of this Barracudas team and trying to lead this comeback, but they got to be careful as iProd prevents what could have been an open net disaster.
He's going to turn that into another push for the Barracudas to get their fifth goal. Jay is dribbling it in midair, now dribbling up the field with the pop off the top there. He's going to be credited with the shot, but not a goal there. This Magic is going to be fighting Jay in the corner, actually lets Prod get it. Magic is off to the side as Quez looks to be the one to whom this ball is ready for. Is going to be trying to fight Hollix for it. Hollix wins that contest there. Now is going to be clearing it even further back up toward Barracuda's territory.
iProd in the corner in a 1v2. Can't quite find the clear. Now it's Quez's turn to wait for it. He ends up bumping his own teammate out of the way. And Jay Blank will end up corralling it for the Swerve, but he doesn't land on all four tires, so he can't dribble the ball forward. Magic with a great and risky pass to Prod, who somehow finds that one between two members of the Swerve. But Jay Blank's just going to corral it in the corner. Can't quite get around Quez, who centers it up, but there's nobody there. And now Hollix plus Pancake will combine and just clear it down with 1:30 on the clock.
Ball still in the center of the field. Prod trying to push it toward the Swerve's goal. Here comes Jay with the clear over to Hollix, and now back over to Pancake, but it gets stolen away by Magic. Now can Magic center it? Does manage to demo Jay, and Hollix comes in at a crucial time to allow Jay to respawn here. Now Jay picks it back up, but they don't have any boost, all three of them.
And iProd is going to drive it back toward the Swerve's goal. Unfortunately for them, right as they cleared it, they just didn't have the boost to keep pushing. And that allowed the Barracudas to push back and almost get their 5th goal there.
Well, that ball barely gets around Quez. Jay Blank and Hollick's going to combine off the crossbar. Pancake, one more chance. They end up getting demoed. Magic on an open net. Jay Blank racing back. Can't quite get there in time, though, and the Barracudas will add to this lead, and it all but looks like we're heading to a Game 5 here, Jem, after these final 40 seconds tick down here in Game 4.
Yeah, even a kickoff here, they would still have so much ground to make up. And it is pretty well decided for the Barracudas at this point. Kickoff gets pinched off to the side there. Here comes iProd for another goal. Probably no, it does get. Wow, that's some great save work there by Hollix, who's now looking to clear it over. Jay rotates in. It's going to be left up to Pancake here near the goal. And unfortunately, Pancake misses. That could have been an opportunity for the Barracudas, but they're going to be more than happy with their 5 goals, a 4-goal lead. Just 10 seconds left in the match.
iProd with the squeeze there. iProd coming alive in this game. 7 shots for him. Time will tick down, and we will head to a Game 5 as soon as this ball touches the ground, and it will do so in short order. The Barracudas never trail in Game 4. They come out with 3 goals in 30 seconds. They have their eyes on the prize, and it all comes down to this. Perhaps the closest grand finals we've ever had in the Esports Tower. It is Game 5 between the Swerve and the Barracuda. Winner goes to the box fight championship. The loser will have to try again in 2 weeks. The Barracudas got it done 2 weeks ago. They took down the Swerve in a much more different series with a 3-0 commanding win. This is coming down to the wire, and honestly, Jem, it really feels like it can go either way. I still like the Barracudas ever so slightly, especially after how Game 4 went, but we've seen time and time again tonight where a team wins one game by 5 goals, and the next game is a very, very close one.
Well, it's already a testament, this match, to how much the Swerve have improved. Last time they went up against this team, they were completely shut out 3-0. And so this is really a showcase of how much the Swerve has improved, and really a testament to Esports Towers as a whole, how much it can improve players and team skills. Now it all comes down to game number 5. Who is going to take home the championship? The favorites, the Barracudas, or the up-and-comers, the Swerve? Let's find out right now.
Pancake looking for a clear. Jay Blank playing some disruption there in the goal. Hollix ends up getting demoed, though. Now Quez has an opportunity. First game all series. We haven't seen a goal in the first 10 seconds. And this could be trending towards another long overtime game as iProd, his final game as a Barracuda, barely misses the first goal. He'll be joining a new team next week in the Esports Tower. He wants to make his last one as Barracuda memorable as he gets one more attempt on it, but Jay Blank's going to turn it away.
All the members kind of go flying by the ball there, leaving it way open to Magic, and this was just unfortunate. You can see right here both Pancake and Hollix just flying past the ball there, and Magic was more than happy to take advantage of that and get the first goal for the Barracudas.
Cannot have that happen against the Barracudas, with plenty of time for the Swerve to kind of regroup here as iProd's racing in. That ball dangerously towards the Swerve goal, but Magic makes a huge save. Hollix now looking for the centering pass. iProd, though, able to break it up and able to stop that ball in the corner. Here comes Jay Blank. He's going to smartly retreat, though. Try and get a nose on it, but that ball was high, and Hollix able to stop it anyway.
Pancake drives it around the corner. Fighting Magic for it, who doesn't manage to stop it. Now Hollix manages to clear it back out toward the corner. Pancake rotates in, actually isn't able to get it. It's going to be left up to Jay to save it there. As Prod now does get a great centering shot. Pancake gets demoed right after he clears it. So now Jay is going to try to center it up for Hollix. Doesn't manage to find the goal, but they did give plenty of time for Pancake to respawn and get back into the action.
Magic with the clear towards midfield. Jay Blank and Hollix actually going to collide on that one. Jay Blank looking to just deny as much boost as possible from the Barracudas, but iProd gets that full corner boost, pops it up in the air. Pancake can't save it, and iProd trying to go out on a bang puts the Barracudas up 2-0.
Yeah, one last game, really the last game for iProd here. And coming in through very clutch for the Barracudas. We are almost halfway through this match. Look at Hollix there getting the better of that kickoff there, but Magic was waiting back in the back row there, ready to clear it toward the swerve. And Jay toward the goal there. That is some great air control there, but an even greater save from Magic.
iProd have to push that one away, and I do think I saw in the upper left-hand corner, Quez has disconnected. Hopefully he's able to come back soon, but right now the Barracuda's trying to hold on in a 2v3. Magic and iProd holding it down the best they can. As Jay Blank looks for a shot, can't quite find it as that ball bounces in the corner. iProd just does enough to clear it away. Magic takes a shot, hits off the crossbar and down a man. They don't care. The Barracudas get a huge goal to put them up 3-0.
Okay, you know, as much as I've been singing the praises of Swerve here, if you have one of your teammates disconnect and you still manage to find a goal to drive you into an even bigger lead while all that happens, then you very well deserve to win here. So kudos to the Barracudas if you win this overall series here.
3-0 lead. The Swerve starting to run out of time, but no sign of Quez here. He disconnected after the second goal, but it might not matter. You have no idea how aggressive the Barracudas are. They're down a man. Magic just misses. iProd keeps it alive. A dangerous place to be. There's Quez back in the action now. Delighted, I'm sure, to see his team scored without him.
He's like, did I miss anything?
No, we didn't even need you, man. And now there'll be a reset here, and the Swerve going to be kicking themselves for never capitalizing on that opportunity.
Magic credited with the save there. Jay Blank trying to clear it and dribble it in midair toward the goal. But Quez was rating right there, fresh back in the team and helping iProd go all the way back toward the goal, push the Barracudas to a 4-0 lead.
It's a fantastic play from Magic and iProd. Don't think he really needed to touch that ball. It was going in regardless, but just for safe measure, don't want it to hit the crossbar. And the Barracudas, pushed to the brink of elimination, have come alive. Still a minute 20 left in this game, but a 4-0 lead right now. They don't show any signs of slowing up. The Swerve, though, proving they're getting closer and closer each week as Magic just almost sidearms that ball in. See Hollix and Jay Blank end up colliding. iProd in the net, just going to blast it right back on target. Quez looking to make his name and presence felt now that he's come back, but he can't quite find it. There's a minute left.
Clock might say there's a minute left, but really it's only like 10 or 15 seconds left for the Swerve if they want to get some sort of goal to start a comeback here. They need to do it right now. All the Barracudas have to do is keep their side control and run out that clock, not leaving that goal open. Jay Blank is going to try to push it off to the side, but the Barracudas were waiting there, are able to clear the ball out again. Hollix, oh, great play from Magic there to stop Hollix's clear right in midair. Now Pancake tries to push it up there. It's going to go up and to the right. 20 seconds left. Barracuda still showing signs of looking to get the victory here.
This one all but assured. Unfortunately, there is no 4-point shot in Rocket League. And as time ticks down, the Barracudas down 2-1, come racing back with a pair of 4-goal games. They will claim another Esports Tower Championship as soon as this ball touches the ground. Everybody so far interested in keeping it up for one last goal before they take a week off. And it'll finally touch the ground. Oh, so close to Pancake hitting it in, but it would not have mattered. The Barracudas are your Esports Tower champions with a fantastic Game 5 win. I'm sure that this will be a great send-off for them. As we mentioned, iProd joining the newest Esports Tower team, the Ghosts, I'm told, that will all be Supersonic legends who, on paper, of course, when you have 3 Supersonic legends, that team already looks scary, and I cannot wait to see how they slot in future Rumbles with the Barracuda, with the Swerve. Very curious to see who the Barracudas put on this team. But for right now, they are your champions, and that's how you do it. Way to go, Barracudas. Way to send iProd out on a high note. I'm sure their coach is going to love reviewing that and figuring out how the heck do you replace iProd, because he was insane in that series. VOD reviews are a great way to improve your game and learn as a team, and I'm sure that's something else that the Swerve are going to be all about because they came oh so close, Jem. Just could not get it done. But I think that this team is definitely very, very close to being able to maybe make a statement here in upcoming Rumbles.
Well, overall, I gotta say for the Swerve, they've been showing gradual signs of increasing quality here. I would say next week, for the next go around, anything can happen. They know that they can beat the best of the best now. They know that it's in the possibility to do so. They've just got to find a way to pull out the victory in the end there, not allow a 2-goal comeback from the Barracudas, and I look forward to seeing what they bring us in the future.
Yeah, well, while we wait potentially for our interview, we will have our ICCU player of the game that we can get to in the meantime. And really, I mean, I think 6 deserving names here, Jem. Do you have any sort of lean on who you would give your ICCU player of the game to?
It would be great to, highlight iProd one more time for the Barracudas, but also just either iProd or Magic for the amazing performance they put up for about a minute while Quez disconnected, just managing to get a goal, one player down. I think that automatically qualifies them, either one of them, to be player of the game.
Yeah, it really is tough because, I mean, if you look at the overall, of course, it's not just the player of the finals, it's the player of the night. And I think that the Barracudas, they struggled at times, and they had some issues. And I think that you're totally right. I think that iProd or Magic, I think iProd would, of course, have the sentimental view of maybe he's not going away. Of course, we'll still see him in future Rumbles on a new team. But I think that honestly, either Jay Blank or Pancake also could stand out to me as the player of the game. Jay Blank did everything he could, especially in that game 1. He put up 2 goals super early on. We'll see who it's going to be.
Yeah, it does
I'd
look
lead
like
towards Jay Blank, yeah, but I think all 6 members are truly deserving. You probably had to roll a 6-sided dice and just pick a number. It is Jay Blank as our player of the game, which is incredibly well-deserved. I think you're right, though. I think iProd and Magic deserve it, but Jay Blank did almost everything he could to get the Swerve into this grand finals and almost have them come out on top as well.
Yeah, and just some great teamwork there in that play there. We saw some great coordination with the demos and all the teams working together to get flashy goals like that.
Yeah, so congratulations to Jay Blank. He is the player of the game, brought to you by Idaho Central Credit Union. But he's a great player, makes the team more successful, just like Idaho Central's helping members achieve financial success. Jay Blank is your Idaho Central Credit Union player of the game. And do you have any big thoughts on the night or the overall, Jem? I mean, of course, we talked about the last time we'll ever see the Barracudas. But before we get to that, actually, speaking of our player of the game, let's get right to him with Jay Blank of the Swerve. Now, joining us here, hopefully in just a matter of moments, we can hear all about him. I'm sure trying to wash out the taste of that loss. There he is. Hey, Jay Blank, how you doing?
Not bad. How about yourselves?
Oh, not too bad, not too bad. Now, you're still a sophomore in high school, which is absolutely wild to me for how talented you are. What keeps you motivated in putting time into Rocket League and just trying to get better and better every single day?
Really, it's just the drive for wanting to improve at this game. I've played this game since I was 10 for 5 years.
Wow.
I really have the drive and the hunger to get to the top and get there very fast. That's just about it.
Well, we've seen huge improvement from the Swerve as a team, just showing in the overall finals. Last time you went up against the Barracudas, it was 3-0. Now you drove it all the way to Game 5. What's the biggest thing that's helped your team improve in the past few weeks?
For sure, our teamwork. As a team, we really hone down the play style we like to play as, which is obviously, as you guys said, very aggressive, very in and at their face, getting the boost grabs, getting the infield demos, disrupting a lot of play, and keeping that pressure on with lots of shots and lots of opportunities. And I can't take credit for that. Holax and Pancake, great teammates. They did everything they could, and I honestly think we did well for how much we've improved and our skill level as of right now.
Yeah, I think you guys are right there. That was a fantastic final, probably the best one we've ever had. And I know, of course, if you had won the championship, you'd have an easy answer to this question. But what's the best part of being in the Esports Tower Rumbles? What's the favorite thing for you?
Definitely the competition. I'm a very competitive person, and getting to play those higher-ranked players like the Barracudas and soon to be the Ghosts, as for me, a lot of my improvement is from playing higher ranked players, and playing teams like that is only for the better. Can only help me and improve other players as well as myself. So.
Well, you've already had a substantial journey with this game, playing for so long. What's in the future? What are your future goals for your esports journey?
I plan on getting a college scholarship, playing in CRL, and competing internationally by 2023. I really have the drive, and I think I can do it. I have the work ethic, and I think I have the right mindset to play like that at that level.
Well, those are some big goals. I like the coffee speak with Jay Blank. Thanks for joining us. Like I said, I think you guys are right there. This was an awesome grand finals. I'm sorry it didn't go the way you guys hoped, but I think you're going to be right there. I can't wait to see you guys next week with the Barracudas and the Ghosts. I think you three teams are going to be at the top of the top. Thanks for joining us, man.
Awesome. Thank you for having me on.
That was Jay Blank of the Swerve, and as he mentioned, I mean, not only I think of the Swerve going to get better and better, there's also the Barracudas, so you have to wonder who becomes that third teammate, and now the Ghosts as well. This is going to be a very, very loaded next week in the Esports Tower. I cannot wait to see how it breaks out.
Yeah, I really couldn't have said it differently. Of course, even if you have a team that's made up of kind of top-ranked players, it all comes down to how that team meshes in the end. So where will the Ghosts, their first new week, be able to fully get all their teamwork and communication sorted out? That's going to be the biggest question I have for next week.
Yeah, I honestly, even though they're going to come in as probably the favorites on paper, as you talked about, they're all supersonic legends. I think you're totally right, Jim. I would not be shocked if we see the Ghosts kind of struggle out of the gate. As you said, they're figuring out their teamwork. They're figuring out the camaraderie. And I think, honestly, that might make the Swerve the favorites because they're going to have everybody back, you hope. Of course, the Barracudas will be slotting in a new teammate. The Ghosts will have 3 new players combining. I really think this could be the Swerve's 2-week period to maybe take over and dominate, but I love what I saw from them. They came so close. And you have to think these players are exhausted. A 9-minute game 1. Then have to play the rest of a best of 5. Overall, that might have been as long as some of our Valorant games that we have. Which, speaking of which, that Valorant Rumble for our next Grand Champion of that come up on Wednesday starting at 4 o'clock Mountain Time. You do not want to miss it. Well, thank you for tuning in, and congratulations to the Esports Tower Barracudas. They continue their dominant run in the Rumbles and now have back-to-back championships. They are double qualified for the BFC Rocket League Cup, where they will get to compete against pros and content creators. We've had some great performances in the Rumble, and I am very excited to see this. The gap closes between these teams. Don't forget the Lynx and the Yellow Mammoths. Very great teams. Didn't quite get the full view of them tonight, but they came very close to maybe giving the Swerve and the Barracudas a run for their money. But we're now going to close out with our top 5 plays presented by the Idaho Army National Guard, who invite you to take your impressive critical thinking skills into real time. More than 10 jobs offering a $20,000 bonus and a degree of choice paid for. The Idaho Army National Guard is the best team out there. Reach out on Twitch at iGuard Gaming. And here are your top 5 plays of this week's Rumble. Congratulations once again to the Barracudas. Here, game 4, Barracudas and Swerve on the kickoff. It's iProd's turn, as Jem predicted in the first 10 seconds. iProd gets it, though. Right off the kickoff, he reads the play from Quez perfectly, and the Barracudas have themselves in a 1-0 lead.
Fighting Frog gets demo. Huge opportunity here for the Barracudas, and they managed to do it. And that was some great teamwork, not just from Magic, but Frog keeping the Swerve at bay.
Magic is showing as he can do it just well solo as Quez puts that one in. Gives the Bear, at least for now, has control of it. Magic now is his turn. He's going to set it up to iProd, who bangs it home. And with 13 seconds, the Barracudas have the lead.
Now all that they need to do right now is make sure that this not go in favor of the Lynx. They will have a great opportunity.
Pancake will bump him out of the way, but not for that ball right in front of the net. Oh, it gets muscled in by Pancake in a 1-on-2. A fantastic solo play as Pancake never lost pursuit of that ball. And just barely squeaks it past iProd. The Swerve in a marathon. They have lost too much speed.
Now Jay Blank is going to dribble it up the field and just get it. Oh, wow, what a lucky angle there from Jay Blank, getting a whole goal by himself.
Hit by a